10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Fantasy Football Press Box with your hosts, Scott Fitzgerald and Sean Clemens.
Oh, man, I love it, man. It always gets me in the right mood when we come in here on this show with that nice intro, that eagle flying through on our Memorial Day today. Gotta love it, right? Happy Memorial Day to all you veterans out there today. Thank you so much for your service. We know that without you guys, we would not be able to do things like podcasts for fantasy sports. So thank you guys so much for that. My name is Sean Trader Clem. This is the Sudden Death Fantasy Sports Press Box. Welcome here to the show, guys. Today, I'm here with my good buddies Cyborg and Dan, and we are ready to roll for you guys here. Cyborg, man, how's your weekend been so far?
It's been okay. It could be better. Every day right now, it's pouring down rain. It's rained at this time every day for the past 3 days. So it's kind of spoiled any outdoor activities for a lot of people. So
we know how much
could have been better. Could have been better weather.
You know, I'm sure that's bothering you a lot because I know how much you love to cook meat, dude, and that's probably hurting.
Indeed.
How you doing, Dan? How's your weather out there in the you in the Carolinas, aren't you?
Yeah, Carolinas are rainy, and there's just been a lot of NASCAR in town this weekend. I live pretty close to the Concord track there, so that's been fun. Yeah, I had a great weekend, man. Got to tell you, great weekend betting. Good fun stuff, man. We are handing out winners over on our side, so very, very excited.
I was gonna say that, man. You guys didn't catch last week's episodes with them. They popped out some winners, man. That really, I mean, they saved a guy's house. Like, let's just be real about it. You know, there was a gentleman in the show. He's a good friend of the shows. He comes into our show too and stuff. And he was talking about how he needed this rent, man. He needed this rent, and you know, thanks to a couple of these tickets that came through, he was able to take care of that rent. So, good for him, right? That's what we need, and that's what DGen does. So, if you guys are out there and you're sports betting and you're not listening to that show, then I mean, you guys are just hurting yourselves.
You're hurting yourselves. You're losing money. Also, if you don't hop in the Discord, check us out. It's free, man. It's free money. Like, we're just handing out free money. So just come through, man. Hang out. We will say terrible things in there. So if you are adverse to such things, I wouldn't pop through. But if you do like saying terrible things and also winning money, go ahead and pop by the Discord and hang out, man.
Yeah, it is a little more NSFW than we are. That doesn't make it bad. That just means it's different, right? So if you guys want to listen to that show, maybe wait till the kids go to sleep or hit it up on the way to work after you drop them off at school. Absolutely. Whatever it is that you need to do so that you don't bother anybody in the background and you still get the content you need and the betting you need, then that's what you got to do. That's what I recommend you do.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, man, I'm super stoked to have you guys here today. Always good to be here with you two, especially when Scott's not around. He's not here to hold us back. We could just go as crazy.
Scott even need to be on this show anymore. I don't know, guys. There's been a lot of talk. I feel like my bald head, his bald head. You just put my face over his body. I feel like we got the perfect human being. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I've noticed that every week you seem to get a little bit closer to Scott. You started out cutting your hair down. Now you've shaved the beard down about halfway. I feel like next week it might be gone altogether.
If it is, my wife will leave me that same day. So just be prepared for very sad Dan if that's the case.
Well, and you know what? I think Scott is doing his part to help you out because I think he's actually gaining weight currently. So, it's going to be a real toss-up when he comes back. The way he's shaving and the way he's gaining, I mean, he might end up looking more like you than you like him by the time it's all said.
I can't wait for Fat Scott. That is going to be the funniest thing that I have ever seen. Cannot wait. Scott, welcome to the Fat Club. Let me be the first to welcome you. It's a great community.
You know what? And I can only talk like that because I have recently gotten my Fat Club card, and I'm really stoked on it. You know, I got a really good picture. Kind of one of those. But, it's other than that, man, I mean, there's a lot of perks to being in the Fat Guy cards. You know,
oh, my God.
Look, you get to hang out at all the cool bars. You get to eat all of the greasy foods, drink all the heavy fat beers.
You're welcome.
There's really some good things that come along with it.
There's a lot of good things now, and you don't even have to hang out on the weird side of the Fat Club with Rocky Prop where they do things to men and all that other stuff. So that's good for you, honestly. You're on the right side.
Yeah, I mean, if that's your thing, more power to you. But, I mean, Rocky's here to help you find those crowds if you want. And, as far as the fun-loving, poker-playing, beer-drinking people that me and Dan are,
right,
we'll guide you to that club anytime you want.
Yeah, if you want to stay out of Rocky Prop's type of club, you would come to our club. But it's not a big deal, guys. It's fantastic. Jamie, please, I see you in the chat there. If you like talking terrible things, and Jamie says I look like that magnetic guy, Wooly Willie. That's good. I appreciate it. Come by. I think your attitude already. You kind of seem like a shit talker.
I knew a Wooly Willie once in my furry days, but that's a different story.
That's a different animal right there, buddy. Oh, man.
Oh, gotta love it. What's up, Jamie? It's good to see you, man. Let's say hi to some of our peeps in the audience. What's up, Ricky? How you doing, my friend? Yes, you're right. Yeah, I love it. Oh, man, it's so good. Scott will be blinking his butt off next time. Watch, you'll see. What's up, Martin? How you doing, buddy? We're going to tell you about that magic word here in just a second, my friend. You know what? Since you brought it up, why don't we just do it right now? Magic word for the day, guys. If you do not know what the magic word is, the magic word is the word that you need to type in the comments right now so that you can get an opportunity to win a $10 entry fee into one of our best ball leagues. It's been done for the last 3 weeks. If you guys haven't been here on the show and this is the first you're hearing about it, you've been missing out because we've given away 3 entries so far over the last few weeks, including Thursday's show. So it's been a lot of fun, and the guys who are winning it are reaping the benefits. They're already using these to get in these leagues. So jump in here. The word for today, guys, drum roll, please. The word for today is dynasty.
Hey,
that's right. Dynasty. Wow. And when you type it, you have to actually gesture like so. All right. So otherwise, it won't.
They're gonna prove that they did that gesture before they.
You know what? I don't know. It's not me. It's something to do with the computer and the way that it registers it on the back end. I don't make these things up. That's just what the system says to do.
I feel like there's a little bit of sabotage going on here, but I like it. I like where it's headed.
Oh, man. And if you guys forget about that word, we're going to go ahead and put it right here on the screen for you guys. Once again, that word is dynasty. All right.
I like the way you did it that time. I feel like you had the spirit fingers rocking that whole time, too. I like that. That's good stuff.
Man, I've been working on it. You can tell as we go along here, it's just going to get better and better.
That's
it has a lot to do with, this, too. But, hey, we won't.
I just feel like you are – since Scott left, and I don't know if I'm barking up the wrong tree here, but since Scott left, you have blossomed into, I don't even know what to say. You're blossoming over there.
I mean, some people call it declining. Some people call it blossoming. I guess it really depends on what you fall on. But Dan, thanks, guys. What's up, Todd? How you doing, man? It's good to have you here, buddy. Todd, if I'm not mistaken, is a veteran, so thank you for your service, my friend.
Thank you, Todd.
And I would love to see you get the win today. You're typing in Dynasty because you want that entry, and I want you to get that entry. So continue to type in the word Dynasty if you want to be like Todd and try to win that bad boy. Anyways, guys, so let's talk a little bit of sports here, right? I know we're not going to go right into football. So everybody knows today, I'm going to break it down real quick. We're going to talk a little bit of NBA and NHL playoffs because we got our man Cyborg here who's the bracket boy. So we're going to go through that a little bit with him and talk about that with Dan because Dan loves both those sports as well. And then we're going to roll right on into the Dynasty League we have. We're going to break that bad boy down for you guys. You've been asking for it for a while now. We're finally getting around to it. I've kind of created a way to make this work for you guys, so I hope that you guys enjoy it. And we're going to do one league today because we want to make sure we don't rush it and we spend enough time to really break them down for you guys properly. So we're going to do one league today, one league next week, and one league the following week. One league the following week. All right, if I could speak. So, all right, yeah. Here we go. So let's talk a little bit of sports, guys. NHL. Let's start with NBA because I want to talk more NHL than NBA. So let's start NBA so we can shorten it up and then talk longer on the NHL side of the world. NBA, man, what do you guys think is going on here with the Cavaliers? I feel like that series is pretty much over. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that?
I feel fantastic about it. I'm a Knicks fan. I need some sort of niceness in my life. So,
I mean, if Travis Kelce's falling asleep at your games, then you know that something's wrong with those Cavs, right?
I mean, he's also just the biggest douchebag I've ever laid eyes on. So I just want that to be well known. The Chiefs are the worst people on the planet. Anyone who plays for them, anyone who cheers for them is a terrible person. But that's besides the point. Sorry, let's get back to basketball. It looks like everything is set up for the Knicks to walk into the NBA Finals. And in my opinion, they will do it probably tonight. It looked like Cleveland gave up. We went over it on DGen a little bit on Sunday. It looked like Cleveland gave up that last game. So wouldn't expect to see a great showing from James Harden tonight. I wouldn't put it on my ticket if I was
a great showing from James Harden. It just makes me chuckle.
Yeah. Martin, yeah, I think there is a curse with the Cavs. I think that's happening. But yeah, that's exactly it. The effort in this series after game one went down drastically, and it has not come back. It will be a 4-0 sweep for sure.
Yeah, I agree too, man. I think it's just the writing was on the wall there. Like by mid fourth quarter, you could tell they were just going through the motions. And I mean, it's just like, to me, if I was a fan of that team, like I really don't care, bro. You're getting paid millions of dollars to play a game that you love for a living. Like you should be out there every second until that clock ticks to 0, running your butt off and playing as hard as you can play. I don't care what the score says, man, because you're making so much money for doing something that everybody loves to see you do. Like you have a responsibility to try every single time you're out there. I'm sorry.
I agree.
That bothers me.
Yeah. And if you don't, you're not a nice person at all.
Yeah. It's not right, man. I mean, it's something that there's so many people dream about being able to do what you do. Right. And, physically they couldn't, or whatever the circumstances may be. They're not where you are. And you're the one that's out there, and then you're going to harden it around on the court all day like that. It's just not. It's not right, man. It's not right. And I think that all is because of him, in my opinion. I think James Harden is the catalyst that causes these situations. I think his attitude, it's just a cancer in the locker room, and it spreads, man, and it hits these other players. And I don't care how hardcore you are. If you kind of around that enough, it's hard not to let it affect you. It really is.
And there was a minor, not minor. There was a report that came out where there were photos that Donovan Mitchell like shoved James Harden to the ground going into the tunnel after game 1 or 2 or something like that. I mean, there's nothing good happening in Cleveland right now. Let's just put it that way. They're ready to go to Cancun. Mitchell's been ready since 2 games ago. So go to Cancun, enjoy it.
You know what? You know where there is something good happening though is in Canton, and that's in July. When the Fantasy Football Expo is happening from July 24th through July 26th. If you're not there, you are going to be missing out. So make sure that you sign up for that. Head down there, book your room, do whatever you got to do to go to Canton, because you are going to have a great time and you're going to see us. I don't know if Cyborg's going to make it. I don't know if Dan's going to make it, but I know me and Scott will be there, along with some of our other friends that you guys have seen on the show. Jamie, I know you're one of them too. So we're looking forward to that. It's going to be a blast. Nick, our buddy from Beers with the Boys, will be there too. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. So come to the Fantasy Football Expo if you can make it. Excuse me. All right, let's go back to NBA. You were talking Cavs, right? Mm-hmm. What are we talking about the Knicks here? The way that OKC is looking against the Spurs, the way that series is handling so far, do you think that the Knicks will have an opportunity to make a series of the finals?
I'm a little concerned. Yeah, the only thing good in Cleveland is Jamie, by the way. I don't know if you caught that. It's true. I'm a little concerned about what is going to happen. There's a lot of injuries on the Western Conference side of this NBA bracket. So as a Knicks fan, I'm getting ideas, and I know I shouldn't be getting ideas because nothing good ever happens to me because I'm also a Bills and Sabres fan. So I just want to really reel it in for a second here. I do think that I'm a little concerned about how OKC gets out of the Western Conference Finals with the amount of injuries that they do have right now. Game 4, I believe,
Spurs
yesterday.
win, do you have a better shot as the Knicks, or who do you want to play? I guess I should say between the Spurs.
I would prefer to play the Spurs because they're not as deep and they can go offensively very cold. But if these teams keep beating the crap out of each other the way they are, I'm liking the Knicks' chances more and more each day. If this series goes 7 games, the Knicks get out of Cleveland in game 4, and they're ready to prepare for whoever they're going to play. And OKC or the Spurs don't get back people that they've lost over this series for that final series, I think the Knicks have a shot to win a couple games for sure. I don't know if I like anyone from the Eastern Conference this year to win it. I would say before the playoffs started, it was one of these 2 teams on the Western Conference side that was going to win. But if you're a Knicks fan, you got to be excited about the way that they are playing. Like 10 straight games, 10 straight wins, have looked very good offensively, moving the ball quite well. So I don't know, man. I think that they can give you a series at least, and that's more than I could have said last year this time. So I'll take it.
I'm with you on that one. I think that it's looking more and more like they're going to have a shot. Like OKC is looking more vulnerable the way that they're looking against the Spurs and the way the Spurs are holding them to, just some struggling out there on the court, I guess I should say. Like, doesn't look, they're not really stopping them like fully, but they're doing a great job of making them look really tough out there, what they're trying to get a hold of points wise and things. So that's right. To me, it's kind of looking like you said, they're beating each other up enough where that might give the Knicks an opportunity to kind of come in there and be like the Matador attacking the bull after it's already been stuck 6 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I would like to just point out, if you're a Knicks fan, this is the worst Wemby's going to be. So you got to do it now because you're not doing it 2-3 years from now. These teams are going to be here. Indiana's coming back with a vengeance. There's going to be some Boston is never dead. So you need to win now. You need to attack while you can. So, and I think the Spurs are going to win that series. I don't know if we're flipping over to that size, but after last game, I think the Spurs might.
That's where I was going after this, man. Okay. Not only do I think that the Spurs are going to win this, but I do think that Wembanyama is like well on his way to becoming like that guy in the league for a good while. I mean,
for sure.
Just like insanely good right now at just getting better every time I see him play. It feels like, and I can't see like a ceiling yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't see him maxing out yet. He still hasn't really filled out into his body yet. He's going to get a lot bigger. He's going to be a lot stronger. I mean, there's so much that he can do. And the guy's like an inch and a half away from dunking just by standing under the net with the ball up in his hand. So, I mean, he's legit, like, has tools that nobody else in the league has right now. So,
and a lot of the talk heading into the season, Trader Club, I feel like was the fact that he grew 3 inches over the offseason. This guy still grow. I don't who grows when they're 21. I feel like I shrank immediately when I hit 21. I don't know what the hell happened, but I
mean, I grew, but it wasn't up; it was out.
Yeah, that's exact. I was definitely wider by the time I was 21. But no, I feel like the real ceiling for him is like, can he stay healthy? I know that big guys take a little bit of a beating in the NBA, but if he has like a Shaq type of career, I mean, he's going to go down as a top 10 NBA player of all time, in my opinion. I
think he's got the chance to be up there.
Dude, he's 20. Like, how old is he now? 20.
Like Michael Kobe, him. Like,
oh, yeah, for sure. Do you know how old he is right now? Is he like 21, 22 at most?
Oh, yeah. I think so. He came out at like 19, I feel like. So
I feel like the same thing. I'm looking it up. He's 22 years old. He's already on the precipice of an NBA title. Like, this is like, I mean, maybe
he's carrying that team. If he wasn't there, they would not be anywhere near the team that they are. Bottom line, like, they talk about Shy. I mean, this guy is by far the MVP of the playoffs for his team.
To come out in your first Western Conference Finals game and drop a 41-point, 24 rebound performance is just ungodly. I'm just saying that. If I was built like Wemby, I would never stop shooting a basketball. I just want everyone to know that. That's it. That's all I would do.
No, I agree, man. I mean, he's just insane, and like he's built perfect for this game. So it's gonna be an awesome time watching him just progress into what he ends up being. What's up, Jordan? It's good to see you, my friend. Make sure you type in. Oh, there you did. You just did it right now. See, bam! Look at that. What a smart man right there. Before I even see it. And then our boy Thunderfist. What's up, man? I know you've been waiting specifically for these, so I am so glad you're here because we got that 1990 Giants breakdown coming for you, and I know you want to see that pretty bad. So I know you're not about the NBA or the NHL, but right now it's just a couple of weeks left, and then we'll be done talking about these sports, and we'll be only on football right now with the playoffs the way they are. Me being a VGK guy, Dan was a Buffalo guy until they got knocked out, and then we obviously have Cyborg with our pools. We really got to keep talking about these things for a couple more weeks.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Cyborg, before we move on past the NBA, because we've already kind of talked about those two teams, do you want to say anything about those NBA playoffs? And then if not, I want to hear about your bracket. Who's in the lead right now in your NBA side? Because I'm not even in that one.
Oh, man, the brackets have been going pretty good. I'm actually number 4 on my NBA bracket right now, so it looks like I called it fairly decently, but I've already done the math.
Do you have an opportunity to win it? Like, what's the deal?
There's really no path, I believe. We've got T-Dog. T-Dog, he's up there tied at number 1, and I thought he was a member here, but maybe not. And, of course, we got Run the Hurry Up. He's in it, too, but he's at number 10. K Doggy Dog is at number 10, tied up.
Fighting son of a gun.
So it's looking pretty fun. But yeah, what you were saying earlier about the Spurs, of course, being from Texas, I'm all for the Spurs. I'm for all Texas teams pretty much, no matter what. And so I really hope they pull it out and everything like that. But I also wanted to say there's more to Cleveland than just certain things. Right now in Cleveland, there are gunfights going off, right? Okay, there's always gunshots going off in Cleveland. And two, just a little plug for a channel I've been watching recently. A guy in Cleveland likes to go around investigating abandoned buildings at night. Urbex Hill. He's in Cleveland, Ohio, so pretty good guy. He'll scare the pants off you. And anyway, just little things like that. And that's it.
I love
all I have to offer.
Nice. Awesome. All right.
I'm
sorry. By the way, Dan, if you didn't catch it on Thursday yet, if you haven't watched Thursday's show, shame on you, first and foremost. And second of all, you missed it because Scott called in and we got a nice little picture of drunken Scott for a while there. And it was hilarious, man. We couldn't help but laugh. He's sitting there talking about, cockfighting and stuff going on in the Philippines.
Let's see. Did you download the clip, man? Did you download the clip? Show us the
great.
clip.
I didn't download. I should have downloaded. I'll do it for Thursday's show. I'll do it for Thursday.
Oh, what the fuck? Come on, dude.
It's so funny though. I just assumed that Dan would have went and actually watched that episode just because he wasn't there. I didn't think he.
Listen, Dan is a very busy gentleman. How dare you? I was at a graduation party. I don't have. Listen, I got things to do, guys. But I'm here Mondays, and you should be thrilled by that. Look at this bald head. I did this for you, by the way, so you would find me handsome. That's what you said. I wasn't handsome enough the way I was. You wanted me to shave my head and clean up for me to even come on the show. You said something about Cyborg, said I was disgusting. It was like a whole spiel.
Hey, man, I am never the type
total
of person
lie, total lie, dude. I don't know where you heard that from.
I'm just kidding, Cyborg.
I mean, I haven't shaved since Thursday, so
Yeah, but you're like this thing, well kept, looking fantastic.
It's all white, so you can't even see it.
I just got to keep up with you guys.
I don't know when this turned into a beard pod, but yeah. Well,
hey, we go where the conversation goes, baby. Come on, don't be Scott right now. You're holding me back. I don't like it.
Dan, just think though. When you get older and it starts to turn white, you could be a perfect Santa Claus, man.
Oh my God!
I mean,
I cannot wait until
you'd be like the Santa Claus in the Christmas Story. Hey, kid, what do you want?
I'm gonna be like the Santa Claus that Billy Bob Thornton played. That's the one I want to be.
There you go.
That's what I will be doing.
I love
65
it,
for sure.
Guys, so if you haven't already jumped in here to type in Dynasty, please do that already now if you are listening, because you want to make sure you get in on that drawing for us. Let's go move on over into some NHL talk, guys. Let's go a little NHL style here and talk about these playoffs because you know where I want to talk about right now. Should we start there? Or do we want to go on the Eastern side first and talk about what's going on over there? Because it's also kind of interesting happening over there too, with the first game on both sides getting dropped by the home team. So let's start on the East, so that way I have my time for the Knights.
Let's do it.
You got Carolina, you got Montreal. They're duking it out. Game 1, Carolina comes out, not lost the game in the entire playoffs, drops game 1 like a bad habit. And then nearly drops game 2, has to go to overtime to win it in game 2. I mean, are you concerned about their chances now after they look so dominant on that side of the fence for them?
Yeah, I think there's a clear issue for Carolina here. They played a little bit better in game 2. I do think that game 1 was going to go that way anyways. The Canadians come in off a 7-game, highly contested series with the Buffalo Sabres. They're more inclined to play good hockey. The Hurricanes are off for a week and a half prior to this game. Like, it's just you can't really do much. But that second game is where I thought we were going to learn the most about this series and how it was going to go. And realistically, as it's skewed right now with the Hurricanes, hold on, sorry about the dog barking in the back. The Hurricanes are minus 220 to win this series. I think you got to be looking at the Canadians to win this series, man. I don't know what's going on with the Canes, but they have a clear disadvantage in this series, and it's speed. These Canadians, dude. My God, are they fast? Are they big? Now, we have to wait to see how this Hudson injury plays out. He's a big part of that defensive core. I don't know what that means for their game. But if they can continue to push Carolina, this is going to be a situation where it looks like the Vegas Golden Knights are going to be waiting for another week and a half before the Stanley Cup Finals start, because this Carolina Hurricanes team is in for a fight with the Canadians, and they did their job. They win 1 in Carolina. They're back home. That home ice advantage in Montreal, disgusting. Get ready, because that's what real hockey's about, and those boys are excited up there. So
that's that French Canadian part of Canada
exactly.
Up there, right? I mean, those are the ones that really get into it. You know, they really love it. They're all about it. Anyway,
yeah, they are, and they haven't seen a cup since these Canadians did it 33 years ago. So it's a possibility, dude.
No, it's totally true, man. And, you know, on the other side of the fence, you mentioned my Knights, man. And on the other side of the fence over here, like, there's 2 scenarios right here that, like, you normally wouldn't think that anybody would want to root for or get on their team, right? Like, I almost don't want them to win this. I hate saying that because it's a sweep and it would be at home and it would be awesome to see. But, like, I almost want them to get one more game under their belt and have a little less of a gap between the series, because, like you said, I do feel like that series on the other side of the fence is going to go longer. So that is one of the things that is not something you would normally say. And then the other thing I think I don't want the underdogs to win on the other side of the fence. I think I would rather see the Canes at this point than Montreal if I'm the Knights. Now, granted, I think the Knights are going to win either way, right? But I still think I maybe prefer the Canes at this point over the Canadians, the way they're looking like they're playing.
I don't think you don't want to see the Canadians right now.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know, man. On the other side of the world over here, it's like it's flipping the script for us a little bit. And then they're probably thinking the same thing over there. They're probably like, holy crap, everybody thought Colorado was going to be like the one to knock the Knights out finally and maybe even be the sweeper in the series. And now they're the sweepies getting swept on down the road potentially in this next game here Tuesday. So to me, man, sky's the limit for these Knights right now. If they can win and like sit back for a while and take a break, they might actually benefit from it as long as they can stay sharp, because they do need the rest and they do need the injury kind of healing time, right? Especially our cap. You know,
I agree.
He's out there chucking it, man, and he's doing his best. But man, he is like, you know, he's on like 3/4 of his wheels. You know, he's like kind of, you know, he's doing what he has to, but he is not full 100% right now. So an extra day or 2 off for him to rest and relax and hang out in that oxygen chamber or whatever it is he needs to do. Like, that was a really bad idea.
Do you think that Colorado gets a game off you guys, though?
Do you think they take this game right here?
No, I'm asking, do you think they take a game off of you guys? Do you think they win one game at least?
Oh, yeah, I do. I think they win this game. I said that last game, though, so it's hard for me to say that again. And
I said the same thing, too, by the way.
So you guys know, me and my family, we're the reason that they won this game. We went to dinner together and we watched the game together, and that was the catalyst that changed everything. And so, being the good fans that we are, we have already scheduled the reservation to go back to the same restaurant and the same table for the next so you guys know now what the outcome is going to be. Like Dan said, if you're a betting man, you know where to put your money.
Genuinely though, like oh man, if Eichel wins another Stanley Cup outside of Buffalo, I might jump off my roof. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't like it. I don't like it. You know what? You've had enough goodness. You're a Buffalo Bills fan. You don't get more goodness, dude. You got one. That's all you get, buddy. That's all you get.
He says you don't want the Habs to win from Ontario.
Yeah, no, I can assure you I didn't want the Habs to win. I would have much preferred the Buffalo Sabres win. So, yeah, no, I absolutely don't want anyone to win.
That was the one disappointment I've had so far in these playoffs is that the Sabres are not still alive. I really wanted the Sabres to be the ones to make it to the finals against the Knights. That would be so much fun for me. But, needless to say, we shouldn't talk about something that's not going to happen, right?
Yeah.
Anyways. Cyborg, my friend, what do you got on NHL? Any updates? And then I know there's somebody in your bracket that's doing pretty decent on that NHL side. I can't.
Oh yeah, I forget. Let me go check. Who was that? He's like tied for number 1 here. Let me check. I forget his name. Let me see. Oh, we got Bob's and we got Ronald, and then we got this dude named Trader Clem is all tied for number 1.
I heard that guy was a dick, though. I don't
know. He's a real smart mouth, let me tell you.
Yeah, he really is. I don't like him, man. I don't like him.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But we have Run the Hurry Up. Run the Hurry Up is just behind him, tied for number 5. So
he's out of the running. Let's be honest. There's one guy in there that could make a chance at coming at me, and he's the only one that and you know who he has winning it all? Colorado.
So you kind of
are. This guy right here is gonna take the whole thing.
Uh-oh. He's confident. I don't know. He's real confident.
Away,
oh yeah, man.
One game away. It's all if we win, because honestly, if the Knights win this series, then I think it pretty much solidifies it, because he has Carolina winning the other side. I had the Sabres, right? So now that they're out, I can't get any points from that side. So the only thing he can do is get points from Carolina. And even if he gets those points, I'm still ahead of him. So I don't really need the Knights to actually win the cup. As long as the Knights get to the cup, I'm good. So I think I'll be fine to win it. And, what can I say? Every now and then a dog finds a bone, right? Or a blind man gets, it's a squirrel or nut, squirrel, something like that. I don't know. There's something about a nut and a blind squirrel.
I don't know if that's at all happening. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't think that's a thing. Did you, what? Huh?
Oh my God, that was terrible. I totally screwed up that analogy.
Like every rose has its thorn. Something else.
It is a mess.
That's what that was. What that was.
It's a debacle.
I like the reference to the '80s hair band era. I love it.
Oh man, that was so bad. All right, see, that's what happens if I try to brag. Right, I can't even brag properly. It's terrible. Oh man, this is so great. So, guys, if you haven't already checked out Cyborg stuff, go make sure you get on Cyborg's YouTube channel, get in his Discord. He does all these different pools. He's got another one coming up here. Sure. What's your next one after these ones are over?
Next one is the NFL. I got a season-long confidence pool, and I've also got 2 survivor pools coming up, and also a spreads pool coming up, all for the NFL, and it's going to be great. Each one keeps building up every year, so I'm loving it. I actually did fairly well on the spreads pool. I used to be terrible at spreads. I mean, just terrible. And but this past year, I think I finished in the top 20. So that surprised me, considering I always finished in the 150 or higher. So I was amazed. So yeah,
it'll
be great.
That's awesome, man. And like I said, guys, you want to get in on those. The only way you can do that is by checking out Cyborg's Discord, making sure you're in his pools or in his Discord so that you can get those links, because that's how he rolls, baby. He hooks it up right there and he gives you guys the opportunity to jump in, and he does not charge a rake. All right. So if you win, tip, but he doesn't charge a rake.
No commish fees at all. Some people think I'm crazy because these pools are not easy to manage. They require a lot of work, a lot of outside work, spreadsheets and notes and things like that. So keeping up with payments is top priority for me. I don't want to screw up and, forget to write down a payment and stuff like that. So it's happened and it screwed me up. So, I'm pretty picky about that. So it's a lot of work but still, I'm not in it to make money. Well, unless I win, but I'm not in it because of the work, because I love to do the work, because it always to see other people have fun with it is it's pretty much my only goal. I mean, I'm pretty simple guy, and I'm not here to rake anybody. So that's it.
Simple Cyborg. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
No, I'm not kidding. All right, man. Thank you, Cyborg. Though we do appreciate you doing all that hard work for it, man. We know how much it takes to make sure everything gets tracked properly, and you keep everybody in line, make sure they know what's going on, make sure they get their picks in on time, all those things. It's not easy. So we do.
I put up all the rules clear as day. I mean, they're extensive, okay? And I just like to cover all the bases. You'll never see them kind of rules anywhere. Some people, of course, they don't end up not reading them. Half the time they'll ask a question, and instead of saying, well, if you go look at the rule, I don't do that. I'm pretty kind. I'm pretty generous. I'll just snap a little screenshot of that section that answers their question within the rules and put it in the chat. And that's my subtle hint to go, hey, had you checked the rules? You didn't.
That's not so subtle. That's just as much of a dick move as the other thing. If you want to be subtle, you just answer the question.
Oh, well, I'm trying to be semi-subtle. Let them take the hint without directly saying so.
I love it.
Do you know what subtle means? I don't know if you've do you know the definition? Like maybe you don't. I don't know. I'm just
so good. So good. Dude, that's why we love Cyborg, man. And Dan, you also got to check out Thursday's show too, because you get to see Drunken Cyborg and Drunken Scott.
Oh yeah. I'm just buzzing right now, but Drunken Cyborg, I got to be drunk when I draft, because for some reason I do better. I do better at drafting.
Was that the ticket? Because every time I draft, I'm not drunk and I do terrible. Should I be hammered? Because I feel like I'm learning.
We can find out on Thursday if you're going to show.
Your only danger in a fast draft. Your only danger in a fast draft, though, is missing your turn because you're having so much fun and drinking, and
to be quite honest,
says, hey man, you got 30 seconds. I'm like, oh shit.
I think I should probably, not make a couple selections, because every time I made one last time, Trader Clem was like, who picked that shit? Well, he stared at me. I don't like it, man. He's a little too cocky when I don't know the rules or how to do things. Okay. But I'll tell you what, get me in an old school fantasy draft and I will put some work in on you. Don't you start with me.
I come from a union construction background. All right. That's called encouragement. All right, when you're getting that kind of like that that shit talking.
Oh, is that? Yeah, that's what that that's what encouragement is. See, I didn't know what it was. What a dumbass I am, guys. I'm so sorry. You know what? You're a sweetheart.
You know what? I don't think the problem is with you. I think the problem is that we haven't challenged you enough.
You know what? I feel like a couple teachers thought that in high school, and I ended up out of high school very quickly. So I don't know if that's the case. Now, I will say, watch your attitude. I don't like it. Okay? Watch it. Watch it. You're a little cocky with all those championships the Vegas Golden Knights are giving you over there.
What can I say? I forgot what a loss feels like, to be honest with you. I have to go all the way back to Buffalo.
Can I have that for one time in my life? That'd be great. That'd be great.
Oh, man. All right. Let's move on to the Dynasty League, the reason that you all are here, right? And speaking of Dynasty, if you haven't typed that word Dynasty into the chat yet, you are missing out, because we do have a free giveaway going on. And all you got to do is type in that word Dynasty to get a chance at it. Right now, we've got 9 of you bad boys in there. So it's a lot of you guys are doing that so far. So that's pretty awesome. We appreciate you guys. So here we go, man. We're going to do this. We're going to talk a little bit squad to squad breakdown on each of these things. So as you guys know, these are our dynasty leagues. These leagues are super flex, just like everything else that we do here. And we do these drafts. These ones all happen at different times. This was actually the first one that we did. And this one took place where they actually had like a reverse order for the rookie draft. So there's a lot of trades and there was a lot of movement and shaking going on. But if you were the 12 hole, you had the 101, 11 hole, you had the 102 and the rookie and so on and so forth. And that's kind of how this draft took place. We're going to talk about each team. We're going to break down the way that they ended up with what they actually got after all their trades and stuff. We're not going to go crazy on every single trade. We are going to talk about a few of those trades at the end of this. But right now, we want to make sure everybody's team gets talked about so you guys get the chance to hear our breakdowns. Well, me and Dan will break them down. Cyborg will probably sit there and give us a lot of his fun-loving like side stuff that he does.
If I have something to say, I'll just be like, yeah. Hold on. Let me say, I'll just interject it, So
yeah, absolutely. He's gonna jump in there like he always does. And how much we all love that. So, all right, guys, this is what we're starting with. This is gonna be my team first, so that we can get it out of the way. I started out. I got Drake May, David Montgomery, Rico Dowdle, C.D. Lamb, Rasheed Rice, T. Higgins, Harold Fannin, Dalton Kincaid, Hunter Henry, Michael Pittman, and Jaden Daniels on my starting lineup. And the bench is J.J. McCarthy, Matthew Stafford, Corey Krosky-Merritt, Joe Mixon, Najee Harris, Xavier Legette, Zachariah Branch, Keenan Allen, Tank Dell, Tyreek Hill, Oscar Delp, David Njoku, Taxi Squad, Jack Best, Jalen Royals, Dante Thornton, Max Clary, and Tanner Kozoil. I actually ended up trading away my 27 first, so I have a second, third, fourth, and fifth left. So there's a lot of moving, shaking going on for this roster. I didn't just stay where I was. Obviously, with Jaden and Drake, I traded up into the first again. So there was, a bunch of stuff happening, which is why I'm missing my 27 first. But overall, I'm okay with this team. I feel like it turned out decent enough, but it's one of those teams that if I don't come out strong year one and really like go for it hardcore and try to get a championship, then it might be like a make or break situation because I don't really have the depth to cover, 2 or 3 more seasons. I'm going to age out. So what do you guys think about this team overall? Do you guys think that, where's the biggest hole for you at this point, Dan, that you see?
I think
Tyreek.
Say it one more time.
Oh, sorry. Tyreek. What are you going to do with him?
He's just going to sit there until he figures out whether he's going to play football or not.
Now, is Rasheed Rice doing the same thing as well? Because I feel like he's in jail currently.
He's always something, man. He's the Charles Barkley of the NFL right now.
He's in jail for 30 days right now. So I don't know if that is, and I'm being serious. So I don't know. I don't know how sold I am on the wide receiver situation you have right now. I feel a little concerned just with that group. T. Higgins, you got to love, but Keenan Allen, halfway through last year, he kind of retired on field. Now, are you hoping that Tank Dell comes back and his knee like reattached itself to?
I'm hoping so. Yeah, actually, why I didn't put a space between his first and last name. I was hoping that would actually help to ligaments reattach better.
Yeah, it didn't. So I don't know how well this is going to go for you from a wide receiver standpoint. Now, tight end, I love. I think how I like Njoku in the spot he's in right now. You got Kincaid, you got Fannin, you got Hunter Henry. I feel like you're pretty stocked there.
Yeah, that's a solid TE lineup.
Yeah, Michael Pittman is the guy that could probably save this wide receiver draft for you if he's out in Pittsburgh. I feel like you're going to be in really.
So funny that you're hating on the one position I thought I was pretty solid at with C.D. Lamb, Rasheed Rice, T. Higgins.
I'm looking at Xavier Legette, and I don't know what made you feel comfortable taking him in any sort of capacity. So,
well, it probably was like around 19 or 20, but.
See, this is what I'm talking about with these drafts. When you're 20 rounds in, are you even thinking properly? Like, are you in the desert just thinking that you're
Hey, why don't you
seeing
go look up
Xavier
Puka
Leggett catching a
Nakua's
ball.
average draft position in his rookie season? All right, go look up at Puka Nakua's ADP in his rookie season.
You know
I bet
what?
you it was
You
in that
can tell me to
19,
look
20
up
range.
as much ADP as you want. I've watched Xavier Leggett play football, and it's not good. So I don't know what we were smoking, drinking, and or booting on this draft, but not one of my favorite calls from you. Now, I do think that Matt Stafford and Drake May, fantastic. I think you're
Don't
good
forget
there.
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, and Jaden Daniels on top of it. I don't like that you're so confident right now, so I'm trying to knock you down a peg because fans, this team, not your best effort. I'm just saying, from a talent perspective, when it comes to running back and wide receiver, I think you didn't do that well. I'm just going to say that.
Because now you're going to really hate the next two that we break down over the next few weeks, because this one I thought was the best of my three.
Well, what's Rico Dowdle going to do? Are you expecting David Montgomery to run the ball successfully behind that terrible
I was
offensive
going
line?
after receivers and tight ends, baby, and quarterbacks.
Okay, but
man.
you
The
took all
running
the
backs
wrong
are
wide
secondary.
receivers and all the wrong fucking running backs. I don't understand. Like, you're like, I get that you have a couple,
so
but
great.
most of your wide receivers are about to retire, bad at catching the football, or in jail. Like, I don't. What do you want me to celebrate on this list? And like Ricky Plays B-Ball says, he's not mad at you. I'm just disappointed. Like, I'm a little disappointed in this draft. I'm just gonna say it.
You could have done better. You could have done
done
better.
Can we stop the show? I'm just like my heart hurts too much to keep going now. This was my favorite squad.
Yeah, this is.
Favorite squad.
I feel like you are. Can you
He's
read
doubling
the
down.
names
He's
on this
doubling
list
down.
of your favorite squad? Are you seeing the same names that I'm seeing? Can you read English? Is the question actually. Now that I.
Oh crap! All right, this is a $50 league, by the way, Martin. Sorry, doggy. This is a $50 league. Not that I'm trying to change the subject or anything, but
Nah.
oh, all right. Now that I've been sufficiently torn apart, and I don't even have the rookie picks next year to fix it, so let's go ahead and move on to the next team and hope they did better than I did, according to
Let's
Dan.
hope so, dude. I don't like it. So
It's
far.
Scott. Oh, look, it's our resident cockfighter.
Let's see.
Let's see here. All right, he started out. He's got Caleb Williams, Quinshon Judkins, Chuba Hubbard, Terry McLaurin, Marvin Harrison, Xavier Worthy, Tyler Warren, Mark Andrews, Jake Ferguson, Tyrone Tracy, and Jackson Dart.
Now, just based off the starters here, I'm thinking he thought you were drafting 2022 starters. Did he know that this place in the 2026 season? I just want to know parameters. Did you tell him he's drafting for the current NFL season?
I mean, he knew what he was doing, I guess. I don't.
Did Quinshon have a knee before he drafted him, and then afterwards he lost it? Or was – I don't know, man. What's up with you guys and taking guys that don't have knees?
I mean, I don't hate it. I think Quinshon is a great pick. I think he's the guy that was the stud there until he got hurt, and then now, yeah, he'll be a little bit, but he'll be back. He's fine.
You guys are great at taking tight ends. I will say that. I'm giving you a little compliment sandwich right now, okay? He's got Michael Mayer. He's got Mark Andrews. He's got Tyler Warren. He's got Jake Ferguson. I feel like tight end, fantastic. Quarterback room, Caleb should have a big year. I think Jackson Dart has a decent year. Will Howard.
Hopefully it's better than his political choices.
I don't know if Will Howard is going to play football in like a NFL uniform this season or a CFL jersey. Now, do you guys count stats from the CFL as well?
No.
Okay, so he's not going to score any points this season. Is that correct? That's what I'm hearing?
I mean, I guess.
Okay, so Will Howard will not put up any single point for Scott's team this year. I'm glad we drafted him. Deshaun Watson Okay, now how many massages is he allowed per game? Because that is going to be a big point for him. Is he going to throw a ball this year?
He's been in jail, hasn't he?
Whoa, calm down now, Cyborg. He's been out of jail for a while now. He's just been hurt.
Okay, well,
but yeah, he's actually. I don't know if he actually
had a shoulder
in jail or did he just get.
Ever since he left the Texans, his career has bottomed out. Ever since he left the Texans.
Oh, well, of course. I mean, that's because, he completely sexually predatored a lot of people and he got in trouble for it and it screwed up his entire mindset.
Allegedly, he sexually.
Allegedly.
Okay, let's not talk about Deshaun. He's definitely watching this pod right now, so hold on. He's not playing football. That's for fun. That's for sure. He's not doing that, so we know he's watching something.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know.
So now that we've torn Scott's team apart sufficiently, does he? So tight ends are pretty much the only thing that we do right so far.
No, I honestly,
Great.
I like giving you guys both a tough time. I think the quarterbacks are good here. Patrick, you got Mahomes, you got Caleb Williams, you got Jackson Dart. I think that's three really.
You got Bryce Young too. Don't forget about Bryce.
No, I didn't. I can assure you, I did not. I just didn't include him because he's that much of a zero factor for me. But I do feel like he did well. If Quinshawn comes back and he's the guy that he looked like he was last year, I feel like pretty solid running back room here. I don't love anyone's wide receivers, but again, these drafts are insane. So Scary Terry. How do you think he's going to do this year after last year? I feel like he got paid, and then Scary Terry did not play football well.
I think he'll do good because he'll have Jaden back.
Okay.
As long as Jaden stays healthy.
We think Jaden stays healthy this year. You expect kind of a bounce back for Marvin Harrison Jr.?
I hope so because I got him in quite a few leagues. So I would hope so. But the talent's there, right? And maybe this whole situation with the new quarterback will help. I think Murray, to me, kills good wide receivers. I'm concerned about Justin Jefferson with Kyler Murray, but I do like that Kevin O'Connell's with him. So I've been taking Murray because where he falls, he's that guy that I like best out of the rest.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think that he's not the greatest at throwing people open and getting them the ball on time. He's that guy who he likes to run around like crazy and do that play that, he doesn't really have any kind of structure or plan for it, just kind of winging it, and running around till you get open kind of thing. The same thing that Mahomes does great, same thing Josh Allen does great, but they also do everything else good and he doesn't. So that's where I think the issue where
I agree. I do think best wide receiver core of his career though, by far.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a really interesting situation. I really am excited to see what Kevin O'Connell can do for him because I also feel like he got humbled and he needed that because he was kind of a big-headed kid.
Yeah, he was, for sure.
Humbled. Maybe that'll change things for him.
Yeah.
Scott's bench, by the way, let's run it down real quick. Will Howard, Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes, Mason Rudolph, Bryce Young, Jawar Jordan, Jaden Blue, Justice Hill, Jordan Mason, Adonai Mitchell. I like Emma Noria. They said that all wrong. Greg Dortch, Jerry Jeudy, Tutu Atwell, Michael Mayer. Taxi Squad is Jack Andrews, Mike Kai Lemon, Antonio Williams, Chris Brazzle, Bryce Lance, Trey's little brother, 27 rookies, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So Scott did not trade away any of his future assets.
He's not traded any of that stuff. Because
his team sucks, right? So if you traded him away like me, then it'd be even worse. All right, so this is one of our gamers, Sauce 357. He's got a pretty decent squad, I felt like. Jordan Love, James Cook, Bashaw Tootin, Jackson Smith, and Jigma, Malik Neighbors, Carnell Tate, Kyle Pitts, Rondé Gadsden, Dalton Schultz, Jaden Higgins, and Cam Ward round out his starters. What do you think of this team, Dan? Is it better than both me and Scott?
Wow. I mean, is this guy also up for being host?
Be careful because he's in the comments right now too.
I just feel like this draft is pretty good, man. I don't know. You guys are in for a little bit of trouble this season, I think. Jordan Love, I think is due for a good year. I do worry about just the depth behind it. Cam Ward, Jordan Love, clear starters, clear good talent there, and then you got Tyson Badgett, Shedeur Sanders, Mark Mariota, and Mac Jones, who should not be rostered on an NFL team at all anymore. But when you look at this, James Cook, Tootin, I'm high on this year. JSN, hard not to be high on JSN, hard not to be high on Malik Neighbors if he could stay healthy, and then Carnell Tate, which I think is going to be quite good this year. Kyle Pitts, Gadsden, I mean, the guy kind of sauced out on this draft, pun intended. I appreciate it. And I think this is my favorite one so far.
I mean, that's easy to say considering how you tore apart me and Scott. But yeah, I agree with you at this point.
Well,
I do
you
think
guys
that
were. I
Houston
forget
is
that
a solid
when
team.
you guys draft, you put blindfolds on and just click around and see what happens.
Right.
That's what I forgot. See, you guys did really good for the blindfold draft that you guys do, and I appreciate them.
All right, thanks a lot for that. I appreciate that.
Nice.
I do agree with you guys, though. I thought he came away really strong team. What I really liked about his team, if you look at his young receiving core, he's got two potential like super studs. Like Jackson Smith-Njigba was a super stud. We know that already.
For sure.
Malik Neighbors is a super stud if he stays healthy. We know that already. Carnell Tate is a guy who potentially could become a super stud in his offense.
Yeah.
And if that happens, he's got 3 first-round picks in a regular startup after this year. Right, so that's a pretty huge opportunity there to stack a solid starting team, and then he stacked Carnell with a young Cam Ward.
Yeah,
and if that combination works out well, he could be really onto something there. So I really do like his setup a lot. James Cook and Tootin are both 2 solid running backs to hold that fort down, and his tight end room being a 0.5 TEP to have Pitts, Gadsden, Schultz. I just think he did a really solid job across the board. I'm not.
How many comeback stories have been successful? How many? I mean, come on. I mean, Neighbors, yeah, he's great, but I don't know. The health thing is just a concern. Same with Tyreek Hill. I mean, there's been so many good players. Only a few success stories, like Derrick Henry, good success story right there. Squadron Barkley also played with injuries early on, came back strong, still going strong. Great, but the probability is way uneven. I mean, I could be wrong. But we'll see. We'll see.
Normally, when Cyborg chimes in too, he only chimes in with good, nice things to say. For him to come out, just be like right out the gate. I don't know about that guy.
It's Dan, man. He's getting into my head, man.
I'm turning this pod around. Cyborg's giving you the dice right now. That's what's happening. He's rolling dice right now. That's all he's doing. It's okay.
I'm like, man, we can be kind of cruel here, so I'm gonna go for it. Yeah,
especially to Trader Clement Scott. That's exactly who we're gonna be cruel to for sure.
Yeah, everybody else, you guys are gonna be really nice and give.
Yeah, absolutely. What a team! What a team, Sauce. That's how you draft, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. Second deck 45. Let's see if Dan likes you as much as he liked Sauce. Lamar Jackson, Cam Scatterbu, Kai Munungai, Chris Olave, Jalen Waddle, Mika Egbuka, Brock Bowers, Brenton Strange, Wandale Robinson, Tajay Spears, and Fernando Mendoza start out his squad. He's got a pretty deep bench. He's one of the guys who hasn't adjusted his bench yet and dropped the players he needs to drop. So, get in there and do that second deck since you haven't.
I'm that guy too. Yeah. Still
right. You wait till the last minute to clean up your lineups. I get it. I always just like to tease about it. But so I mean, for this one for me, man, he's got a couple of solid starters in there, like some of the high end, foundational type pieces, but not enough for me to make it like a good team. And I do think that missing his 27th rookie first is a pretty tough pill to swallow. I don't think the depth's there for him, so I'm not sold on this squad at this point. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite by any means.
Yeah, the bench looks terrible. I mean, looks terrible. The bench looks terrible. I'll just say it. There we go. Don't be afraid, Cyborg. Just say it.
Dan, what are you doing to my Cyborg? I do not like this at all.
Listen, I feel like this is the most Cyborg and I have bonded ever. He's saying it like it is. Your bench is trash, and that's okay. Now, listen. There are a lot of saviors to this bench.
Yeah, there are. There's a couple.
Is catastrophically bad. I don't know what you're going to do with it. I don't know if most of these guys outside of Tyquan Thornton and maybe a little Malik Washington does or has any boom or bust games for you, but I really like Lamar Jackson on a fantasy team in any sort of capacity. You know he's going to score in a multitude of ways. You get the rushing touchdowns, you get the passing yards. This guy's a prolific quarterback.
The rushing yards, absolutely.
Rushing yards too. He's going to get those. So from a quarterback starter standpoint, I love it. And Baker on the bench. Kirk Cousins might get some play as well. I feel like your quarterbacks are good. I worry a little bit about just the running back room in general. Is Cam Scatabo going to stop running headfirst into everything he sees? Like, do we know if he can even stop getting concussions? If he maybe he just loves concussions, but like I don't know if he stays on the field for 6 weeks. Like I don't know if he does.
Monangai reminds me of is the Triceratops from Land Before Time.
Yeah, that's a really good comp for him. I also think if anyone ever watched the Wild Thornberrys, the little brother that can't speak and goes bah, and like runs around everywhere, that's Cam Scatabo. I don't know if you guys watch that show, but yes, that's not. Hey, listen,
such a great job of riding that line, baby. Like
I'm just saying he can't speak English well because of the CTE. So stop running headfirst into everything you see. We gotta take a break, Cam. Cam, please.
You got a point.
Help us out, dude. Please. Okay. Monangai, I think, is that he might take it. I don't know if you guys even like him really, but I kind of like him a little bit. I think he's good there.
I think he's got a chance to take that job.
I agree with that's why I didn't want to say it because I'm worried about other things, but I think he could, and I think he's going to be successful. Olave, if he could stay healthy.
Another one.
I mean, he's a good piece to have, but the if is huge there. Is New Orleans going to get a medical staff that can keep players healthy? Probably not.
Man, I cannot believe we talk about New Orleans today like we talk about them because it wasn't that long ago that every season they were doing well. I mean, it was just they were just it's kicking sad. The Cowboys' ass and everything. So.
It's sad, man. Hopefully,
their boy Sean Payton.
Yeah, that too. They're gonna watch him do well.
Before they got rid of Sean. Yeah, once Sean was gone, it changed everything.
Yeah, it did. And he killed the cap situation too. I would like to say he did not leave them in a good spot. So I don't blame them for most of it. But Ibuka, I think getting rid of what's his name? Who'd they get rid of? I just totally blanked on the name.
Mike Evans.
Yeah, Mike Evans moves out of the way. Who's taking those targets, man? I think it's probably this Ibuka kid.
Good. Ibuka's good, yeah.
I think a combination of Ibuka and Godwin. I really think so.
They give him more carries, and they'll see improvement. Absolutely, he'll take off. I think. Yeah,
I think so too. And I think you're looking at a situation with Ibuka where the only other guy that I worry about takes a couple of targets out of his hands is McMillan. I think he came back last year, looked pretty good, and Baker liked him his rookie season too. I'm excited about this Bucs wide receiver room. I want access to him as much as I can. And then from a tight end standpoint, Brock Bowers, you got to love that, dude.
We know how much you want $2.
I mean,
man, this makes me realize that I need to pay attention to more training camp news when it comes out and stuff. I don't usually pay attention to a lot of that.
That's it. Just news. That's all.
Well, it's important because we're making assumptions here a lot, and it all depends on how they heal and everything like that. And when are they going to start? They're going to be game one, So it's important now. I believe, so I need to start doing that.
And you should definitely should have already been doing it. I don't know why we're just doing it now. I feel like that's not a great idea. Wan'Dale Robinson for the last guy. I forget the guy's name, but I like having Wan'Dale as well. I think I'm a little partial because he did win me like 7 different games just across the regular season. So if he could stick in Tennessee,
and
I
he's
think
got the same offensive coordinator.
Exactly.
Even though it wasn't an offensive coordinator before, he's offensive coordinator now.
And I think that'll pan out well. I think Wan'Dale is gonna maybe be a little bit better than we think he is this year. So Tajay Spears, no thanks, and Fernando Mendoza, good luck. Good luck, buddy. It's going to be a rough.
I don't mind Mendoza because he's got Mendoza and Simpson on there, and he wants to keep that younger core with Baker. So he'll probably play Baker for this first year and see how that plays out. So and he's got Kirk Cousins. So as long as Mendoza's on the bench, he's got the handcuff, whatever the case may be. I don't hate that part as much. I just don't like that he doesn't have the really top end talent to not have his 27 rookie first.
Agreed.
There should be at least one more like super stud somewhere on this roster if you don't have that 27 first, and I don't see that right now. So that's where my biggest issue is. So that was second deck. We're talking JoJo now. JoJo's one of our regulars. Played in quite a few of these leagues. And JoJo did something really
yes.
goofy on this one. He's normally a guy who attacks the wide receiver. He's always been that guy, wide receiver heavy guy, 0 RB type guy. Not this time. This time he did the exact opposite and traded up back into the first to snag running backs. And he started out his lineup now as Trevor Lawrence, Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Michael Wilson, Parker Washington, Josh Downs, Colston Loveland, Blake Corum, Pat Freiermuth, Chris Rodriguez, and Tyler Shuck. He's got a few guys on the bench. I'll go over that in a little bit. But for the starting roster right now, guys, to have Bijan and to have Jahmyr Gibbs on this team, I think it's pretty insane, to be honest with you, to get both of those running backs. And then
that's I'm like, wow.
Other guys I liked, and Colston Loveland, I thought was a really good pickup for him.
But you can see where he went deficient with the receivers, so by taking those RBs quickly.
Yeah, you could tell his receiving core took the hit for it. He definitely got a weaker receiving core.
That took the receiving core took a huge hit here, but gotta love the stack of Bijan and Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, good Lord, dude.
I know, man. I haven't seen that yet. That's
I mean, what a running back room. It makes Trader Clem's running back room look like a CFL roster in the 1920s. I don't know what the hell is going on. Can we do you not like running backs? You just don't like having running backs, or like what's good with you?
Well, this is super flex. This is super flex,
Yeah, super flex dynasties. I'm not huge on running backs because I don't like the length of time for their career. So like Bijan and Jahmyr are obviously exceptions, but like a lot of times I don't like to start out by going heavy on running back because I don't feel like the length of time on their career is worth the early attack in a startup. I'd rather go after quarterbacks, tight ends, and receivers because they have longer careers.
Okay, copy that. Yeah, that explains it. It makes sense. I don't know what the plan is to upgrade this wide receiver room. I think you only have really one viable option, and that's Parker Washington. I worry about Travis Hunter. I think he should be featured in that offense in Jacksonville, but it seems like they want him to be more defensive, and I don't understand why. I think when he was a wide receiver and mainly a wide receiver, he was making plays more than any other wide receiver on the roster. So I worry about just what the coaches are going to do with his role in the offense. But other than that, the depth is a real issue here, man. So it's a real issue.
I don't know when he turned into a Jacksonville fan, but he's got Trevor Lawrence, Parker Washington, Travis Hunter, Chris.
Trevor Lawrence. That's another one. That's all.
Yeah, I'm never sold on Trevor Lawrence either.
I'm never sold. That's right. I've never been sold on Trevor Lawrence, man.
I've tried to really be a fan, like to really.
Thank you.
I just can't do it.
I am not on that Lawrence train, and
I mean, I'm not a huge Lawrence fan. I just don't think he's shown me enough to make him anything special. I don't think he's
right.
terrible. I don't think he's my QB1 for sure. Not in a super.
He's like this every week, up, down,
up and down.
Roller coaster. He does have Malik Willis, who is a certified starter at least for this season, for this coming season.
Right.
Starters, right?
Yeah, but what are we certifying? What are we certifying him? I mean, like he's playing on a Miami team that has like nothing. What are they going to do offensively?
No, he's going to run.
That's another team. Dolphins, man.
Yeah,
they were on top of the world just a few years ago too.
Remember when they scored 70 against the Broncos and everyone was like, "Oh, this is the team," and
I think that's when Mike McDaniel took his first bump, and then everything was downhill from there.
I can assure you, he took many bumps before that moment. I can just assure you that was happening. There's no way you get that haircut without bumps.
Look at Thunderfist over here talking about winning championships with RBs, and we have this discussion because he's super RB heavy guy. He loves. It's just like
I agree with that statement.
I get what you're saying. I just don't think that. I mean, how does Bijan help you win a season over like JSN or Jamar Chase? I think that Jamar Chase bring just as much to a championship run
redraft,
as Bijan does, right?
Yeah.
So I can't sit here and just say that, but we've had that discussion over and over again. I'm not going to beat a dead horse.
Come on.
Come on. The horse, dude.
But JoJo's bench is Fields, Willis, Davis, Justin Fields, Malik Willis. We talked about Ray Davis, LaQuint Allen, Jonah Coleman, Keaton Mitchell, Trey Harris, Travis Hunter, Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp, Terrace Ferguson, and Noah Gray. His taxi squad: Cole Payton, Jeff Caldwell, Justin Jolly, Kalen Black, Seth McGowan. He did end up keeping his first rounder, but he lost his second rounder in deals, and he ended up with an extra 4. So he has 1 first, 1 third, 2 fourths, and 1 fifth.
And I still believe in Travis Hunter.
Belonged to Thunder. So I think he did okay with keeping his first rounder and everything, like we talked about. But to get Bijan and Jameer Gibbs and to not give up your 27 first, I thought was a pretty good haul for him. So good job, JoJo. Thunder Fist 15, we just talked about you, buddy. Here you go. Here's your squad right here. So now it's time to see what you did. Bo Nix, Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore, Chris Godwin, Jordan Tyson, Trey McBride, Jeremiah Love, Travis Kelce, Javonte Williams, and Jared Goff is his starting lineup. So he talks about RBs. He's RB heavy. Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey, Javonte Williams, Jeremiah Love, all on the same team. And he's still got Jonathan Brooks, who could potentially turn into a starter. Katron Allen, who could turn into a starter. He's got some depth at running back, and he's got some top-end talent for sure.
Yeah, I like the starters, yeah.
So what do you think of this squad, Dano?
So I like I think Jonathan Taylor is a good pull here. I think Christian McCaffrey showed that he's here to still be successful in this league last year.
Oh, yeah, after all the injuries with him as well.
Right.
So he's another good comeback, right?
Yeah, absolutely. DJ Moore,
I like the sarcasm side there.
I just want DJ Moore to be good, and I hope he is. Yeah. And if he's not, I'm going to be very upset. But if he's not, I'm also not going to be surprised, to be quite honest with you. So I don't like the DJ Moore as a starter. I think as a bench piece, fine. But if you're trotting him out wide receiver one, you have a very strong issue in your thinking, I think. Chris Godwin, I worry that when he was trucked off the field 2 years ago, he asked the trainer if he was ever going to play again, and he was like, so I don't know. I worry about the health. I also think when you're looking at Bucs wide receivers, Chris Godwin's the third guy that I want. I want Abuka. I want McMillan. I don't want Chris Godwin. So that's just me. Jordan Tyson, I think that he's going to have a very hard time staying on the field. And that's the nicest way I can put it. He is not going to be a successful wide receiver in this league. And I genuinely just want to apologize that you took him and put him on your team. He should not be a starter. He won't be a starter. I can just clip this and replay it when Jordan Tyson has no ACL. And no PCLs in his second season. So I think that's not a great look. Trey McBride, gotta love Trey McBride, right? Like you can't really go wrong with him. He's got the usage. You need that. Is Jeremiah Love going to turn into what we all think is his ceiling this season? Probably not. We saw Ashton Genty on a terrible team. We're about to watch Jeremiah Love on a terrible team. I don't know how it goes. All I know as a Notre Dame fan, this guy is electric, just electric. Cannot go wrong watching him. He might also be autistic, which is like probably the first time that's ever happened. An autistic running back being selected top 5. That's got to be a thing. Travis Kelce looked like he stopped playing football 2 years ago, and for all intents and purposes, I don't know why he's still playing football.
He got other things going on right now.
No, just go be with your billionaire wife, Doug. What are you doing?
Hey, if you're sitting courtside at an NBA conference finals match and you fall asleep, obviously, man, you need to prioritize things better.
Yeah, you need to figure it out. Javonte Williams, I worry when the injury bug is going to come calling for him. Jared Goff, I think I love Goff. I think when it comes down to like mid-tier quarterbacks in the league that can still boom or bust, but like the big boom, like Jared Goff can have a big week.
That's right.
I love Jared Goff here. I think Bo Nix is actually not my favorite guy to trot out, but good season last year. Maybe I don't know. I'm not a big fan of.
He's had a short history, so
Nick will be out of the league in the next year and a half. Aaron Rodgers also out of the league in the next year and a half.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, Jonathan Brooks, Katron Allen, I think, is where your bench starts to get a little interesting. I think he could be a starter, dude. I really do. I think he could be a starter. We've talked about how I feel about Rashad White anyways. I think Rashad White is going to blossom in Washington, and I think he was being held back in Tampa Bay. They had too many options. I think on a team that barely has anyone to give the ball to playmaker-wise, Rashad White's going to see some usage there. McMillan, is this McMillan from Tampa Bay or McMillan, the other McMillan? There's two Jalen McMillans, right?
No, Jalen McMillan, you're thinking of Tet
No, there's another McMillan, too, that I get mixed up with this guy, too. So this is Tampa Bay. Love that pick. I think he just go ahead and slide Jordan Tyson right into the trash can and put Jalen McMillan right into his somebody. I think that's where you got to go.
If you want to trade away Tyson, I'll take him from you. I mean, no big deal, you know.
Yeah, please. I think you fleece Clem in that trade, by the way. So fleece Clem, take all his good stuff for Jordan Tyson, and watch him just sit on the bench or the IR for the rest of his career. Concepcion, I think, is going to be a big he's going to be – I like having that piece. I think he can be very good in this league, man. I like this draft. I don't love the quarterbacks, but I do like this draft.
It's a good team, I think. I think he did a pretty good job. He ended up trading away his first. He ended up with 2 seconds, though. So we got a second from JoJo, his second, his third, and his fifth left. He doesn't really have anybody on his taxi squad that changes things too crazy, with the exception of maybe Carson Beck if he ends up the starter there in Arizona. But otherwise, I think he's got a pretty decent squad across the board for what he ended up with after all the moving and shaking he did. Because he did move around quite a bit in this draft. And, I know he was kind of upset that both the 2 top running backs went like they did before he had a chance to make any waves. So he did a pretty good job coming back strong, though, with pretty solid running back core. So I'm pretty happy with this team. I think he's up there in the top. And, coincidentally, side note, one of my favorite team names has always been Turn Your Head and Goff. So now you have the opportunity to do that. Let's see here. What's the next one? Wrong way. Here we go. Oh, wait. What is happening? We're going.
You went the wrong way is what
there
happened.
We go. It's our boy Jimmy it's getting Jimmy Wojo time, baby. Justin Herbert. Yeah,
Nice.
he's our boy right here. I like this guy. Justin Herbert, Kenneth Walker, Devon Achane, A.J. Brown, Zay Flowers, Mike Evans, Kenyon Sadiq, Kyron Williams, DeAndre Swift, Ricky Pearsall, Brock Purdy. First glance, that lineup right there is pretty strong. I have no qualms with what he's got going on there. You could talk about Kenyon Sadiq as his starter at tight end, but he's got Chigo Konko, who I think will actually come back.
Zay Flowers better do something this year, or he's going to be insignificant next year.
That's what I was about to point out.
Yeah,
See,
there you
Cyborg's
go.
in the zone today. I just want everyone to know it. Cyborg is in.
I've been waiting on Flowers to come alive for the last 2 years.
Goes, cut me off right now and talk some mess about
I love the fact that he mentioned Zay Flowers here. He's been waiting for Zay to flower for the last fucking decade, dog. Like, can we get a season out of you? Can you please score touchdowns?
I know.
No, I'm just kidding.
Boom.
No, but seriously, Zay, you suck. I hope you get better. You're not very good. AJ Brown, I feel like, is the guy that I want access to right now because you don't know where he's going. He's out of this. Yeah. He's out of the situation in Philadelphia. We all know it. He's ready to get traded. Where do you go? Because if you pair him with Drake May, I think it's going to be great. If you pair him with a Josh Allen, I feel like that's going to be fantastic.
Pair him with Nico. I don't know.
If you keep him out of Houston so they don't have a good team, that would be very favorable for me. I would like to say that if he goes to Houston and Buffalo does not get him, I will be very upset. I think that A.J. Brown is due for a big year, and he get him out of Philly, and let's see what kind of juice he has left in those legs. I also feel the same about Mike Evans.
It's warmer weather down here.
Yeah, I agree with that. I just feel the same way about Mike Evans. I feel like a little change of scenery. I still love Mike Evans. Can you stay healthy? Can you stay healthy? That's all I want to see. Can I get some consistency from this wide receiver core? Because I think if you can, I think it's pretty good. The bench worries.
Evans is no one that's up there on ADP a lot every year, and I'm like, I'm just not seeing it.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
But it's like you find yourself in a spot, Cyborg, every draft where you're looking at the board and you're like, I am not taking Zay Flowers. I'm not taking Zay Flowers. And then 10 rounds later, you're like,
that moment. Yeah.
I might have to take Zay Flowers. Son of a bitch, dude. I might have to
you're right. You got to take what's your best choice.
Yeah, you get there, man. You really do get there. Gesicki, Okonkwo, and Sadiq. Sadiq is a guy who you got to be a little curious about, right? Guy is electric. He's fast as hell. He's long. He's big. He's basically a wide receiver. He's Kyle Pitts. Let's see if Kyle Pitts Part 2 actually lives up to the hype.
Oh, I know.
Dude, I mean, the intangibles are there. If the guy if he can perform, you are in for, I think, like an Antonio Gates type of season for him. This is a strategy I've been doing just in traditional fantasy football. When it really comes down to it, I'm looking for the rookie that's going to come in, and I'm just streaming rookies at the starting tight end position. That's all I'm doing because these rookies are coming in. It was Brock Bowers. Last year, it was Tyler Warren. Colson Loveland came alive. Now we're looking at Kenyon Sadiq. There's another guy, I forget his name, but I think this guy's going to be in for a good season. What'd you say?
Eli Stowers.
There you go. That one too. I like Kyron. I always have. He makes me really, really mad sometimes when he runs the football. So I don't know. I hope he's going to be very good this year. I don't have any faith that he will be, but I hope he is. DeAndre Swift, we've already touched on this before. I think he could lose his starting job. So not sold. Ricky Pearsall, is he going to get shot again? Is he going to catch a football? I don't know, dude. I don't know what Ricky Pearsall does for a football team. I don't get it. I was high on him when he came out of school. I'm not anymore. I'm just not. I'm just not. And I'm good on Brock Purdy. Just period. Mac Jones, I think, is the best quarterback in San Francisco if he's still out there. If he's not, then the Brock Purdy is okay.
Okay.
I don't like Brock Purdy. I don't think he's that good, man. I just don't.
I mean,
that's another one I'm waiting to come alive, like they've been saying for the last, 5 years. I don't know, whenever he started.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody wanted him to be the next Tom Brady so bad. Like, they really wanted that, like, so bad, dude.
Yeah, he really did.
So I think he's going to be okay, but I don't think he'll ever be like that guy, right?
No, he won't.
And the only thing I'd forgive Jimmy on his bench is Brandon Ayuk, or however you say it, but yeah.
Well,
another one.
All he's got to do is get signed somewhere, and then he's going to be a starter. So I think he's a pretty solid guy.
Okay, but is he going to get signed somewhere? Is the question.
I think he eventually will. I don't know what's
where
going
does
on.
he land?
The Niners are like, screw you, doing everything we can to keep you.
I'll probably be Cowboys, Dan. It'll probably be Cowboys or some.
It's going to be something stupid for sure.
Well, could you imagine him and Pickens in the same backfield? Jeez Louise, they'll be robbing.
Oh my God. That's something Jerry would come up with. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, man. I think you did a good job, Jimmy. You got all of your first round, your 27 picks as well. And, yeah, I think you did a pretty good job with your team here. Next one up. I keep going the wrong direction.
Going the wrong way. Man, you're not even drinking like I am.
I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. We got ourselves Bill's koozie over here. Josh Jacobs,
that was sad.
So this is where the receiving core. Now, if you don't like this receiving core, Dan, then I'm going to just cut you off. CJ Stroud, Josh Jacobs, Breece Hall, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Tatoria McMillan, Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith, DK Metcalf, Brian Robinson, and Aaron Jones fills out his squad.
Not bad.
He does have Kyler Murray on the bench, so I would put Kyler Murray in, obviously, as his super flex as opposed to Aaron Jones. I think he's got a really solid team. He actually has some decent enough depth in certain areas too on his squad. So
I'm starting to waver on Stroud. I'm starting to waver.
Yeah,
Dan, go ahead, Dan. Tear apart this receiving core.
No, I do think when you're looking at this from just a wide receiver perspective, good Lord, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Tet McMillan, Devonta Smith, who I think is going to be without A.J. Brown this season. Let's see what he can do as a number one. I think you have high-end talent just all over the board when it comes to wide receivers. I love it. I think this is the one of the best wide receiver drafts I've ever seen. Like, this is crazy.
Mm.
He did a great job there too, and he didn't sacrifice a lot to get there. He still has some solid running backs. The only room that he really didn't do any favors at depth for was his quarterback room, but he's got enough depth in his other areas where if he ends up needing to play a different position at his super flex, then he still could be competitive. So I like the team a lot, man. I think Blake did a great job. I would probably try to move around and snag. This is the perfect type of team to make a move for a Matthew Stafford. You know what I'm saying? Like, go out there and get that extra quarterback to solidify your 3 starting quarterbacks to make a run. If you did that with this team, I think this team has a chance to take the whole thing. They need one quarterback and they need one more flex spot.
I think when we talk about quarterbacks, I think Kyler Murray is maybe going to be, if Kevin O'Connell can get to him the way he gets to quarterbacks, he turned Sam Darnold into a Super Bowl winning quarterback. I don't care what anyone says. He pulled Sam Darnold from the depths of being a terrible quarterback to winning a Super Bowl, which I never thought I would say in my life. But we got to look at CJ Stroud. I really want to talk, especially with Cyborg, who said he's not sold on his starting quarterback, and I got to tell you, I'm not either. I don't love having CJ Stroud as your QB1. I think maybe a QB2, maybe a QB3, but I'm good on having CJ Stroud being my complete starter. Cyborg, what do you think about CJ Stroud, like just in general?
Well, just in general, another one I've been waiting on to, for a couple of years now because he was so well received and so, projected to do so well. And
rookie season, man, was incredible.
So, my patience is wearing thin. That's all I'm nervous. And Houston has a great team, man. They've had a great team, and
defensively stout.
I don't know. I'm not that in depth. I don't know if it was defensive coordinator issues or assistant coach issues or play calling issues. All I know is that, since he's been on the Texans, we have not seen it happen yet. So, and I keep waiting for it. And his time is running out, so.
I agree with that. It's a league where time runs out quick.
If CJ Stroud,
2-3 years, that's all you get,
Yeah.
If CJ doesn't have a good season this year, I think they go all in for quarterback next year, whether it's trade for a veteran guy that they can get their hands on, sign a guy like maybe Kyler Murray if he comes out and has a good season or something like that. Or they're going to go crazy in the draft and try to get another guy because CJ's going to.
Well, this next year,
I think that's going to show you, where he's at.
This next year is the quarterback class that you want to be a part of. So CJ's got a lot to prove here, and I agree. I think you go all in on one of these rookies coming out and just see what you got. But CJ's got to perform better when it matters because if that defense gets to the Super Bowl against the Seahawks, I think that they probably win the game, to be quite honest with you. So you got to do something. CJ, you can't be turning the ball over the way you are. And, in fact, you need a quarterback desperately on this team. When I look at it, Drew Allar, Carson Wentz, Kyler Murray, Tanner McKee, and CJ Stroud is just not going to cut it. Especially you're doing yourself a disservice. You need to make a move with this wide receiver core. You need to make a move for a high-end quarterback.
Yeah. Even if you go and find a guy like a Bryce Young or something, like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody that's going to be a starter for a few years for you that you can put as at least your third quarterback if you need him to be and not your second. But if you can find that second guy like a Stafford, great. Like that's who you really want to target.
Yeah, and why not be a little sneaky, Trader Clem, and let Devonta take these first team reps, get the number one wide receiver, let him fucking pump a couple stats for you, and then sell on them high. I feel like you can do that. I feel like you have the capabilities to trade for a better quarterback, so you need to focus on that. That's my main advice. Everything else, I don't mind. I think you have decent depth pretty much all over the place. I worry a little bit about these running backs, James Conner, Alvin Kamara backup. I don't love that. I don't know who the fuck Jam Miller is. Never heard of that player before. I don't even know where he plays.
I actually think that's flavor of uncrustable
here.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
Connor has been so good, man. What's going on, man?
I think it's more than over for James Conner, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think the Terminator's done. And don't get me
it's
started on Arnold.
Yeah, man, it's just. I mean,
unfortunate.
he was still a top starter just what 2 years ago. I mean, it wasn't that long. I mean, come on.
No, he was definitely starting for me a couple years ago.
I drafted him when people was ignoring him in drafts for so long, and I would grab him in like round 8. I'm like, why is he still here? And of course, he was still performing So anyway,
yeah.
Well, a year like last year is why he was still there. I mean, that's what everybody expected. At some point, he's going to get old. He's a cancer surviving running back. I mean, the fact that he's still out there running as good as he is just
I know, right?
how tough the man.
I know it he totally destroys your theory about running backs in their careers. So I mean, he's the exception. Absolutely.
Or he proves it since he's at that age.
How old is James Conner? Because I feel like he might prove it.
I want to say he's like 29 this year, 30.
And what is that in running back years?
That's not old.
In running back years, that's like 65.
He's 31.
Oh, come on. 31.
He's 31. Oh, he's 72 in running back years.
Oh, come on.
It's over.
Yeah, right. He's about to all dogs go to heaven.
If somebody with all this knowledge, give me a running back that lasted way past 31. Come on, 36, 37. I'm sure they're out there.
It's not this guy. He's not going to. Just so we're aware, Derrick Henry might, but this fucking guy ain't doing it. I'm just saying that right now.
Right. Yeah, it's a shame. That's all I'm saying because I loved him.
Come on. The next one up this is our buddy Ken right here. The dealer is back, and he's been on the show with us before. You guys know him if you've watched our show for a while. And he knows his stuff. He's a dynasty guy. He's all about his dinos. He was pretty busy during this time, so I don't think he made as many trades as he normally would. Okay. But he definitely ended up with a decent team. He was drafting the one hole, so he got Josh Allen to start out, which I was very jealous of. So you got Josh Allen, Bucky Irvin, Jalen Warren, Drake London, Jameson Williams, Roma Dunze, AJ Barner, Ramondre Stevenson, Kenneth Gainwell, Alec Pierce, and Jalen Hurts is his starting lineup.
Man, what's up with Bucky, man? What's going on with that, man? I don't know. I'm losing confidence.
I mean, Bucky is definitely a guy I'd be concerned about. Injuries are just scary.
I think he's going to be all right. I think Bucky will be a little bit better this year. I think
you're not worried about his injuries. Like they're still saying he's not quite ready yet, and all these things.
I mean, I'll be worried if they're still saying it when the season starts. I feel like May 25th. I'm not too concerned if he's ready yet. He's got some time. I feel like when you look at Bucky, he can get you where you need to go. I know that sounds kind of ridiculous, but he can score the points that you need him to score. He's just got to stay on the field, and if he does, he will be successful. He's got every intangible to do. He's just got to stay healthy. He's just got to stay healthy.
Got to stay on the field. Yeah,
that's it.
I think he's definitely the more talented back. That's why he took that job from White. So he's proven that he's capable. He just got to stay healthy to do it.
It's clear that they're giving him that uptick, right? Trainer Clem, they're ready for him to take over the backfield. So, Jameson Williams, there's not enough said about how much I love this wide receiver. There's nothing I can tell you. I've won several bets on just longest reception with him, so maybe that's why I have a predilection to like this guy. But I love Jameson Williams. I think if he was in any other system, he would be a high end 2, if not a low end 1. I think he can do it, has the ability to do it. I would love to see him get more play or get a team that doesn't have as much of a stacked like playmaker room. But I love having him here because the boom for him is huge. It can be 42 points. It can be 2-3 touchdowns, a big like 100+ yards. Like this guy can boom, but man, can he bust, dude? 0 points. Like he will give you a couple of those too. So there. Adunze, I think, slots in as your number 1 in Chicago, right? Like do you love Adunze in Chicago with Caleb Williams? I feel like they're developing a little bit.
I like Odunze. I think Odunze is I think he's underrated, honestly. I think he will still end up being the number 1 in that offense, but I don't think they'll be like one of those offenses where they for sure target a number 1. You know what I mean? Right. I think they'll be like a 1A, 1B, but they'll rob from each other a little more because they're not going to be hitting they're going to hit DeAndre Swift enough. They're going to hit Colston Loveland enough that the split that the receivers are going to have being the 1A, 1B is going to take away from them to the point where they're not going to be that wide receiver 1 in fantasy. I don't even think Burden will end up being that wide receiver 1 in fantasy.
Yeah, I also agree with that.
Him and Rome, I think, will always be within the same boat of each other.
Yeah, just kind of like 1A, 1B kind of situation. I don't like
wide receiver 2, 1A, 1Bs.
Yeah,
right. As long as they're on the same team together.
I don't love I'm looking more in depth at these running backs. I'm not loving it that much. Ramondre Stevenson, I feel like is going to keep seeing his role decline in New England. I think you'll see Hendrickson get more and more play. Kenneth Gainwell had a season last year, man. He was very good. Yeah. I don't know if that keeps up, but let's hope it does for your sake, I think, because you desperately need that. I don't love Jaylen Warren at all, so I don't know what you're going to do for your running back 2, but I think that is your clear need for upgrade. You need more running. You need another running back. Alec Pierce got the biggest deal I've ever seen for a wide receiver that wasn't proven to deserve it at all. Why did he get over $100 million? Can anyone tell me why Alec Pierce got over $100 million?
I saw that recently. I'm like, man, they got some confidence going in him or something.
And they get rid of Michael Pittman, who I thought was catching just everything that you tossed his way. I don't know. Why wouldn't you pay Pittman and get rid of Pierce? $119 million for that?
Yeah, I don't get that either, because Pittman would have cost you a heck of a lot less. I don't think this was worth what he made in this contract by any means. And if you're going to spend that kind of money on a receiver, dude, go out there and make a trade for AJ and bring in AJ Brown and
make a move.
Pay him.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like paying Alec Pierce that for sure.
No, not at all, man. No. Not at all, dude.
This is probably the first tight end room that I haven't loved. I would say that.
Yeah, he definitely didn't hit the tight end room hot. He hit the running back and the tight end last. So he basically attacked receiver, quarterback at first and foremost, and then came back around for those other 2 positions.
I mean, definitely the best quarterback room so far.
Yeah, it's easy to have when you have Josh Allen and Hurts, it's easy to say that, right? Plus you end up with a good solid
and Sammy D.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you got Sammy D on the bench here. I feel like this quarterback room is the best so far for sure.
All right, our boy Batmax. We're going to figure this out one way or another. I'm going to end up in the right direction.
One way, you're going to do it. I feel like when the last team is up, you're definitely going to do it. I feel like it's going to
the last one, right? I think this is our third.
Exactly.
We got Dak Prescott, Travion Henderson, R.J. Harvey, Puka Nacua, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devontae Adams, Sam Laporta, Tony Pollard,
Dak
Benson, and Khalil here. He does have Penix on the bench in case he ends up starting along with Flacco Minshew. I don't really see a whole lot here on this team. The reason that he ended up in that state is because he did end up with 2 first-rounders for next year, so he made some trades and gave up some startup capital to get himself some future cap. So he's got that chasing down next year potential 2-3 year down the road type team. If that's the case, I'm not a fan of the fact that you have Dak. I would make a move to move on from Dak right now if I was you, because either that. Dak and Devontae, I just don't think fit the build. They really don't for me. I think you should move on from them and try to get what you can for them while you can, and then attack 27 and 28 draft as much as possible.
So I'm going to disagree with the Dak comment. I think Dak is due for a big year this year. I actually like him and high on him this year.
For 1 year, yes, but this is a team that's not going to be competitive this year if you look at the rest of the roster.
Well,
so for me, I chased 27 more than I chased this year.
I do think his starters are a little bit better than you're giving him credit for. I don't think that his starters are that bad.
I mean, okay, you guys go ahead and tear apart my
analysis. Well, I mean, Travion Henderson.
Cyborg agrees with you.
Well, I think Travion Henderson.
No, I don't agree with you. I don't. Dan surprised me because come on. Dak, how long will it take? Please, how long? It's been 10 years? No, 8 years? 8 years.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not saying that, but when you look at the rest of his starting team here, I think RJ Harvey's going to have a better year. I think he's going to come out, be featured a little bit more. You got to love Puka. I mean, regardless of the situation, the guy's he's going to boom. He's going to boom.
And he's got St. Brown and Adams. That's a stack right there.
And I just think that's what I'm saying. You got Amon-Ra, who had a great year last year. You got Devontae, who came out and reminded the world that he's a high-end wide receiver. Dude, the touchdown production from him last year. Yeah, the touchdown production from him last year was absurd. I think that offense is only going to stay. I mean, they're only going to – it's the same offense they're marching out. They're only going to get better, in my opinion. Sam Laporta, I think, should be doing better than he has the last 2 years. I worry that he came in and spiked, and that's it for him, and maybe that was the peak. But we don't know. I mean, what's this Lions team now without – with the offensive coordinator going to Chicago? What is this team now? Because it's obvious that Coach, McDonald or whatever the hell his name is, it's obvious the coach there right now is not the reason that they were doing very well. Let's just put it that way. Let's just say that maybe, it's okay. Tony Pollard, I feel like nobody, I hate like I always have hated Tony Pollard. I never got it. I still don't get it.
He left Dallas, and that was the end. He left Dallas,
and when he was on Dallas, I still didn't get I don't understand.
Right? No, true.
I got in the NFL. I don't understand. Anyways, Brian Thomas Jr. Is he going to learn how to catch the ball again? I don't know. Did he lose the ability to catch the ball? I feel like, did you guys ever see, what's that? Space Jam. Do you ever see Space Jam? So is there a situation where Brian Thomas touched a football that he shouldn't have touched and it went to aliens or something like that? Do we know? That's what I want to know.
I thought you were going to go Hot Hands Hanen in Little Giants. There for a second. I really thought you were.
I mean, maybe we got to get a little bit of stickum on those hands.
A roll of toilet paper or something, and he might be able to catch it. But
I feel like a little stickum wouldn't hurt. I mean, put a little bit on there, see what happens. Get some glue on those hands. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that could work. Trey Benson, I don't know. Do we love Trey Benson? No. Do we like Trey Benson? No. Do we dislike Trey Benson? Probably not. I don't know. But I'm good. If I have that many questions and I don't know if I like this guy or not, I'm good to having him on my team. Thank you. You can go somewhere else. Go to Trader Clem's team. He loves taking terrible players. I feel like it's just great on his roster. So, anyways, no, I love Khalil Shakir. I think maybe we have a little bit of an uptick with Khalil. He won't be the focal point in that offense. And finally,
I still believe in him, Shaquille.
Yeah, I feel like maybe these quarterbacks are just god awful. I'm sure he knows the quarterbacks are god awful. There's nothing you can do about it. At least you have
to rebuild and go towards 27. That's just
and maybe that's the case. But I feel like you're selling yourself short if you're not. You have Puka, you have Amon-Ra, you have Devontae.
Like to do that. If I'm going to go for this season, I'm going to take those first two rounders that I have, and I'm going to try to trade and get at least one more flex and another quarterback.
I agree.
We got to mention Batmax's 2027 rookie picks. He's got 2 firsts. That's pretty impressive. He did some good trading right there.
Yeah, I wish somebody would have talked about that like 2 seconds ago.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, honestly, bravo. But if we're giving up on the season, I mean, what are we doing? Like, that's my thing. I know the dynasty thing. I get it. Like, we got to plan for this and plan for that. All right, great. You got first picks there. You got first round picks. Let's take a couple. Let's do something with them. Let's get this team with the best wide receiver core in the league into the playoffs. Let's make some moves, man.
And you're mixing it up with the last team. The last team.
I'm saying this is the best. I lied. The last one is not the best. This is the best.
You think this is better than Ted McMillan, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and Devontae Smith?
We talked about Kyler Murray and the fact that he can't play quarterback successfully in this league. And then I can't rate Justin Jefferson higher than Puka. I won't.
I would not. This guy has Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, same team. They're both wearing the same uniform. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, same team, both wearing the same uniform.
Okay, but how many
Mm.
touchdowns did
I
the
don't like that.
two on the same team have last year? Because Puka and Devontae
But
scored
if one is
touchdowns, and that's
scoring,
all
the
I
other
care about.
can't. If one is scoring, the other can't, man. You don't want to do that multiple times on the same squad. That's where I'm at. So, I mean, I'm just saying we can go back and forth, but that's where I'm at.
I want to know how many touchdowns they had last year.
Oh, I love it. This is fun, though, because we're definitely not agreeing with each other.
So last year, Puka had 11. Devontae led the league with 15. So it seems like they can both score at the same time. I know that seems weird, but they can. So 26.
But you're going to count on
22.
that, and you're going to count on another pair of people on the same team to do the same thing?
Wait, go back.
All
'Cause
in your
who-
same
who-
starting
who-
lineup.
Who was it? Go back.
Laporta and Amon-Ra.
Yeah, because they play two different. I mean, come on. They play two different positions. It's different.
But they're both catching touchdowns, baby. So one can't catch a touchdown if the other
Do I-
is.
If I want offensive players, do I want access to offenses that score points and throw the ball? Yeah, that's what I want. I think he did that.
I mean,
Detroit
I'm not
scores, so
arguing
do the
with
Rams.
Player value. I'm just arguing with the team build.
I think that you know what? Don't start with me right
We all know what you think about me because you heard me talk about my team. We know what you think about me.
I just like to fuck with you, and it makes me happy that I've found the nerve finally. It's good
Look,
stuff.
now you ran Cyborg off. You see,
Cyborg, come back. I didn't mean it. I don't like him that much. I like you better.
he'll be back. I'm sure he's going to train the weasel or something. Joe Burrow. Let's go back to Raw for his 420. I'm starting to read. I didn't even talk about the team name. Raw for his 420, baby. This is your squad. Joe Burrow, Ashton Janty, Saquon Barkley, George Pickens, Garrett Wilson, Christian Watson, Tucker Kraft, Derrick Henry, Cortland Sutton, Jacoby Myers, and Tua Tagovailoa are your starters. I don't hate this squad. I think he did a pretty decent enough job with where he was at. Tua, I do think becomes a starter, which is why I feel like he's got at least two starting quarterbacks. I don't like the depth at quarterback at all.
No, yeah.
I would probably make a really solid effort to go out there and find myself another quarterback. That otherwise, I think you got a decent enough team to make a solid push. You're playoff bound, in my opinion.
Yeah, I just don't. You don't see the. I wouldn't call it a contender, right? Like I think it's a playoff team for sure. I just don't think it's a contender.
Okay, I get you there. So you're saying like the 4 to 6 range?
Yeah, I think he makes the playoffs, but I wouldn't say that he's going to win by any stretch of the imagination. I think it's a good,
Doesn't have
solid
a
team.
scary team, right? You don't look
No.
at that lineup and go like, "Oh man, I'm super concerned about this position or that position."
Yeah, I'm never scared of a team that rosters Christian Watson. That's for sure.
Not in the starting lineup. If he's
No.
on your bench, then
No, even then, I'm not scared of that team. I don't care who has him. But Tucker Kraft, can he come back? Because I feel like if he does come back, before he left, he was becoming the threat that they needed in Green
I
Bay.
think Tucker Kraft, if healthy, with a healthy Jordan Love all season,
Right.
I think he has a really strong chance to be the tight end one at the end of the year.
I also agree with that. I think he can really, really come into the season and perform beyond what we think. Derrick Henry looks like he is the guy that is just going to be running the ball successfully well into his 90s. I don't know who's going to stop him, but yeah.
That's so funny. He's hyping.
I agree, by the way. I agree.
But no, I mean it's not bad though, man. Tucker Kraft is a guy that I think, like we talked about, if he comes out strong, Derrick Henry comes out strong, Cortland Sutton, they're
Love
all
Jacoby Myers.
Barkley's going to hit his
Dude,
peak
got some great
before
beards in here that
before Connor did. I'm telling you.
I'm
calling it right now.
You think Barkley's done?
Well, no. I didn't say done. I think Barkley's going to hit his ceiling before James Conner has hit his ceiling. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I feel like Barkley. I don't know, man. I worry about Barkley. I
Now
worry about
it's injury prone, and
it
so
just
was
didn't
Connor.
look the same last year, man. It just did not look the same. The same punch, the same speed. I don't think it was there.
Yeah, but was that a fault of his or play calling or coaching? It could have been a lot of things.
It could have been any of it, but I don't know that they've solved any of those problems themselves.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I would feel better if they addressed some of the issues, but they haven't. So I don't know. I love George Pickens. I will always be a George Pickens truther. I think
Glad Dallas got George Pickens. Oh, I love it. I love it.
genuinely think that he can be a high-end number one wide receiver, but refuses to be because he's mentally insane. So I don't know what you do with that, but he's going to boom for you when he booms. Garrett Wilson, I mean, kind of proving the consistency. I feel like he's there. He gets the stats. I don't love the team. Don't love the quarterback. Don't love the head coach. Don't love anything about his team at all, period. But maybe he'll almost there.
I feel like I feel like playing with George Pickens is like being in the 7 with Homelander. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're always on eggshells. You never know what to expect. He's going to squish your head at any moment in time. He could, you don't know what's going to happen with the guy, right? Like, that's what I feel like when you're on George Pickens.
Yeah, for sure. Good team though overall. You need some quarterback help.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And if you guys haven't seen The Boys, by the way, it's awesome. The final episode is pretty intense. It's definitely not an NSFW show. That's all right. Rob Frizz, you got a good squad, man. He does have all of his rookie picks too still. So I think he did a pretty solid job. So Lil K B10, which I think don't quote me on this. I think this might be our last one. If it's not, it's our second to last one. So Lil K,
we gotta hurry.
Got Daniel Jones, Amarion Hampton, Travis Etienne, Nico Collins.
We gotta hurry, Dan. So
Jennings, TJ Hawkinson, Chase Brown, Jordan Addison, Lad McConkey, Geno Smith. And then he's got the reason that I don't want to stop talking it just because he's got his starting lineup already made is because we've got 27 rookie picks like crazy on this squad. So before we judge the starting lineup, we have to make sure that we account for the fact that there is 4 first-round, 27 first-round rookie picks on this team.
Oh, I started over, and I'm like, damn.
If you look at the team and you break it down, including the 4 rookie first-round picks for next season,
he got one of yours. He got one of yours.
He's got mine. Yeah, exactly. I think that he's trying hard to look at that like rebuild. A 2-3 year build, I should say, not a rebuild. But a 2-3 year build.
Yep.
So
that's what I'm doing. It kind of shows in the team
is when this team will be like what he wants it to be.
Yeah, it shows in the team. I don't want to shit on him too much, but
I know he's in rebuild. Yeah,
he's not a guy who's expecting to win this year, so I don't care to say that. I don't hate saying that he's not going to win this year because he didn't want to win this year. That's not the way he's built the team.
Yeah, I mean, why
get himself a good pick for next year?
I totally understand. Why give yourself a chance to win money? Like, I don't know why anyone would do it. It makes no sense.
Not that he wants it the long game, baby. He's trying to win money in the long run, right? So maybe he doesn't win this year, but he wins like 2 or 3 years in a row because of it. Like that's his build style.
Like I said, I always exist about I like to exist.
That's because you're a redrafter, buddy.
4 years down the road. I love that.
Because you're a redrafter. You don't understand the value of dynasty and how it's approached. That's why you have a hard time drafting. And when the evaluations come up, you really get lost. It's okay.
What?
I understand.
Listen, if we could just do a draft with 14 guys, it would be so much fun. It would just be different. 29 guys. I don't even know 29 guys that I want to run. Doesn't matter. Go ahead.
Hey, just because you don't have depth understood in your fantasy world, it's okay. I get it. You're a gambler. You're not a fantasy guy.
I am a gambler, guys. I'm a gambler.
You say pizza guy?
Okay, so that is our last team right here, guys. We're going to go in. We got 3 trades that we're going to talk quick about. And I know we're running long, guys. I'm really sorry that we're literally double the length we normally would.
Man, you bring me on.
We're only doing 1 hour.
You know what I'm saying, all right?
Right? And I haven't even said this once throughout this entire 2 hours, but now that all of you guys aren't here anymore, go ahead and like and subscribe. Get it from the subscriptions, maybe. We want those bad boys to help us out here and there.
Don't be saying they're not here.
Man, this is so great. Wait till the end of the show. Oh yeah, by the way. Oh, I love it. All right. Anyways, they're all gonna come back and catch the end anyway, right? Because they're gonna want to see who won the drawing. 110. This is a trade I made with Lil KB10. All right. I wanted to see what your guys' thoughts were because this is what I did to give up my 2027 first to that guy that we just talked about. So I got the 110 and the 910, and I moved up to get. That was where I took my quarterbacks, where I took Jaden Daniels. So he got my 305. So he went down from the 110 to the 305, and then he went up from 910 up to the 55 and got a 27 first for it. So it was a haul. I'll say that. I definitely remember giving this up and thinking, man, I'm giving up quite a bit, but I did want to get back into that top round again. So I felt like I'm okay with it. Looking back on it, I'm still a little bit upset at myself for not trying to get just a little bit better of a deal out of it. But like I said at the time, I think it was more of a just make sure you get your guy. So where do you stand though, guys? I want to see your opinions on this.
I don't mind this trade. I don't think it's as bad as you scoped it to be. I don't love that you gave up. I don't know. I felt pretty even, and then you give up the first round. But I feel like this is a pretty even trade. I don't think it's bad at all. That's just me.
Cyborg, you got any thoughts?
Well, it's a lot riding on it, I mean, it's either make it or break it, but sure, I like it. I mean, yeah, the first rounder, that's a coveted spot right now, man.
Sure.
Some dude asked me for Henry. I think it was Jake Tam asked me for Henry recently. I haven't responded, and I said, dude, you know my cost. That's and on that Dynasty League, he's like my last really good running back I've got. I'm really low on running backs. I've realized this, and I'm like, dude, that's like my last big running back. I said, you know what it's going to cost me? And I said, you're 27 first. And he come back, well, I was thinking second. And I haven't answered him yet because I'm still toying with that. I mean, I don't know. Was my ask unreasonable?
I don't think you're unreasonable. I think it depends on where that 27 first falls. If it's going to be anywhere near the top, then it would definitely be more.
Yeah.
What I would offer him is give him Henry in a third, see if he'll take that, and then get the first out of him. That's how I would do it. I wouldn't go for a second. If he offers you the second again, then I would try to give him Henry in a first or Henry in a second for a first. I would not drop off the first if I could avoid it.
So you just want to trade Henry to get the first round? That's what you want,
right? Yeah, that's the ultimate
want to
goal.
Get like a player in return at all for that, or no?
Well, like I said, this is the league I'm in rebuild mode myself, so I'm looking at the future here and then not trying to think, immediate fixes. So, I mean, I've got a good couple of RBs that are, on the bench as well that are, but they're all like, either you're going to do it or you're not. You do it or not. I mean, it's one of them things. So I'm really uncomfortable, giving up Henry, which I know will produce. And then after, if I lose him, then I'm pretty much deficient bigly in the running back position. But enough of I was just saying, I was just kind of related.
If you can do it, I would. Yeah, I'd run that. I feel like if you can get a first round pick, and maybe you can give up like a third and Henry, like Trader Clem said, I don't mind.
Okay.
Especially if you're in the rebuild and you're in the rebuild, it's not going down this year, then pull the trigger, because I think if you can get a first round pick for a very, very old running back, do it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, dude. Oh my God, dude, he says a lot of stuff that I just can never.
But it's coming, Cyborg. That decline is coming. It's just
it's just when. Sell high.
Exactly. Sell high while you can, for sure.
Yeah. All right.
He's saying something about how the startup results change in the background when you make your rookie drafts linear. So if that's the case and there's some sort of weird sleeper thing that makes this trade different than what I'm seeing here, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. That's sleeper for you, right? I mean, here we go.
This trade is this trade overall is not bad at all.
And if I got the 103 instead, then hey, I guess maybe it was the 103 and the 903 instead of the 110 and the 910. And if that's the case, then hey, that's an even better.
Man, we can make a whole nother video about this taste with sleeper right now. It has been terribly, terribly poor lately. Just slow. Okay, I'm just saying, everybody's experiencing. I've heard it from a lot of people. It's not me. It's not just you and me. It's everybody. A lot of people having issues. Anyway,
I hope that doesn't change all these three that we're going to talk about because okay, well we're looking at these as these are future ones here. So that was only I think the one that we did during the draft. There might be one more that was during draft. I can't remember, but this one was not. So this one should be no changes, no matter what Sleeper did. We got Tyler Algier, Chase Brown, and a 2027 first for Jalen McMillan in the 101. Right. So we saw on the teams when we did the breakdowns, he got 101 right at the draft. That's what I love. So he gave up his 27 first Tyler Chase Brown to get Jalen McMillan in the 101. I'm all about getting that 101 and Jalen McMillan. I think Chase Brown, Tyler Algier, and a 27 first for a potential Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs level guy. I'm good with that. I'm totally good with that. So I'm
this is not a great trade at all.
I
feel like
that's what I've been feeling. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Thunderfist clearly. This is dangerously close to the fleecing territory for me.
You know what?
Go ahead.
Spoiler alert, there was a segment we were going to do, but because I couldn't get through everything in time before the show started, I didn't have a chance to build it the way I want to. And I don't want to bring it to you guys until the segment is perfect because it's a great one. Yeah, but this might be a trade that you'll see again. Let's just say it that way. All right. This might be
cool. There you go. Good one.
There'll be some discussion, I think, to be had about what Dan just said.
Next time.
I think Thunderfist did very well here for sure.
Yeah, there's a reason his name is Thunderfist, right?
Yeah, he
That's twice you've said that. I want to know the reason why his name is Thunderfist. Come on, tell us all.
Maybe he's a Thundercats fan, bro, and he had a Lion-O thing when he was a kid. I don't know.
All I'm picturing is a guy that likes to fist things, and I appreciate it.
Hey, you know what? Either way, those are some strong words put together to make one really strong word.
Hell yeah. I'm into it. Good stuff.
Right? He's saying that I took Drake May, which I do remember making the trade up for Drake May, so that makes more sense that it is the 103 that I traded up for in that pick. And it does also make me more understanding as to why I would have taken that trade the way it did. So
yeah.
Anyways, all right. This trade right here, though, we're all saying that we think that this is very dangerously close to the trade rape territory.
Yes,
and we'll talk about that in another date, maybe, and go on to the next one for now. This one here is another one that might have got flipped around. So, Thunderfist, if you have any kind of remembering on this trade of these picks are different now, tell me so that we can make sure that we talk about it correctly. But this one shows Thunderfist getting the 203 and the 603 for the 2026 701. So there's definitely something going on here that's not right. Which
yeah, because I feel like again Thunderfist just clears in this trade. I don't know.
You know what this was actually? This was him getting a pick and he got a 2027 first. That's what happened here. Because what happened with this one, or 2026 first, I'm sorry. What happened with these ones is the 2026 firsts were not in these trades. So the guy who owned a pick, which if I'm not mistaken, Thunderfist, remind me, I think this might have been when he got the 101 initially, because the 101 bounced like 2 or 3 times in this draft.
Oh, okay.
So what happened here was Lil KB got the 701 and a 2026 first rounder, whichever pick that ended up being.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when he traded away the 101 right here.
Okay.
So because it literally he might. Did you get it back too, Thunderfist? Remind me if you got it back too, because that'd be insane to remember if that played out that way or not. I can't 100%, but you did. Yeah, that's what I thought. So he did get that back, and I remember thinking like how crazy that shit was back then. So he ended up trading it away and then getting it back, and this was the trade that he got it back from, or he traded away. The one that we just talked about was the one where he got it back, the one where we got the 101. So it was like that whole little swap, right? So this one here, 701 and the 101 2026 Rook pick, which turned into Jeremiah Love for the 203 and the 603. And so where are you at on that now that you know that the 2026 101 is involved in that?
I feel like I still like it for Thunderfist.
I think I do too.
Yeah, I don't.
I think I do too. I still like it for Thunderfist, even though Jeremiah Love is such a stud. The 203, remind me who you picked up at the 203 here, but that's still a really, really solid top tier guy right there.
So we're talking about a league with. Oh, all right.
Go ahead.
Oh, we're talking about a league with the 2026 draft of I guess 7 rounds. Wow, that's pretty impressive. I haven't seen a 7-rounder in a while.
No. So what this is, here, totally off work. It's okay though. What this is the 203 and the 603 of a startup for the 701 of a startup, and then the 2026
okay.
101
Sorry.
and the rookie draft that's coming up after this draft.
Sorry, gotcha. Yeah, say no more. I'm just drunk. That's all.
And, okay, so it's 210, 610. Gotcha.
I'll
So
be
it's
quiet.
210, 610, 701, and 101. 210 turned into Jonathan Taylor. So he still ends up with a top tier guy. Now I consider Taylor not to be that top tier, but he's close. He's a top tier guy for like point scoring for the season, not for dynasty. I would say he's probably tier 2-ish, maybe 3 if you want to be mean. But that's still a really solid player to get in return, and to gain an extra startup pick to me. And the reason I put this trade in here is for this reason, because I wanted to talk to you guys about picking up an extra startup pick in a draft, in a trade, to me is gold. If I get back 2 startup picks that I get the opportunity to take like proven assets with, and I can give away 1 startup pick and a rookie pick to do that, I'm going to do that almost every single time.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
So that's something that I wanted to kind of bring up, because I felt like that was important to like discuss for, just trade purposes for anybody out there. When it comes to startup trading, it's a different animal. You see the one that happens after and what the 101 can get you and things like that. Like when you look at a startup, you really got to try to tune into who are the players going to be at these picks that I'm trading away or trading for, rather than the actual pick numbers. Because a lot of people get like real like locked in on like, oh, I need to make sure I jump these many rounds or whatever to make sure that I feel like it's fair and so on. And that is, you want to stay within a certain bubble for that, for sure. But use that the same way you use KTC, right? Use that as like a gauge, not as like an end all be all. When you're talking about, looking at the players like Jonathan Taylor at the 210, the 6th rounder, guys are falling into the 6th rounds. Tyler Warren, Harold Fannin, Judkins, guys like that are still solid dynasty guys. So you're getting 2 solid dynasty guys, and you're giving up a guy who's a little bit less than your second tier guy that you got. And you're giving up a future asset that you have no idea is going to be successful or not. Look at where Ashton Janty was going before the rookie, or before his season, and then now.
Yeah, good point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a very good point. It is.
So those are the things that you got to kind of look for when you're doing these startup trades, guys, because startup trades do take a little bit of different kind of approach, and you want to make sure you don't put yourself in a bad spot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I definitely, this has probably been one of the shorter episodes we've ever done. And, I feel like we really breezed through all that pretty fast.
I feel like we missed a bunch of stuff.
We got in depth, boys. That's what it's all about. Come on. You did a great job here.
Right? Gotta love it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Good stuff.
But, the thing that everybody who was here for all that time waiting for us to finally shut up and do our dynasty call is here. So we did have 10 people enter into our giveaway today, guys. So we're ready to do it. I'm going to go pull our screen back up for you guys. So
Here we go.
Everything here. This is our little game that we like to play here. And, I like doing these little giveaways, man. These things are fun. They give everybody an opportunity to kind of watch us do a little spin and, get to see who wins their giveaway, who gets in this thing here. And if you didn't already, type in Dynasty right now. That's why I'm talking out my butt. I don't give you guys a few extra minutes to get in on this bad boy. So if you haven't already, it's going to be too late because I'm about to pull this draw off. I
just hope somebody gets it that has never gotten it before. I'm always rooting for those people.
Todd Barber. We already talked about my guest. Does anybody want to throw a guest out there or somebody they want to root for?
No, I'm rooting for everybody to win. Let's do this.
That is physically impossible, but I appreciate.
I think all 10 are going to win tonight. That's what I think.
I love it. All right, let's do this bad boy. Drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen. My God. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Oh!
Get out of here!
Come on, that's amazing.
How does it flash your name, then another name, then it goes back to? Come on.
For the performance you gave us tonight, It's well deserved. I don't care what anyone says.
Right.
Yeah, what a performance by Cyborg.
Dude, and the fact that you have this like snarling, like Borgish
I love it.
cyborg
I love
photo
it.
thing going on
It's
here.
clutch.
Like,
Man,
It's
everybody
building
talking
and
bad
printing.
about AI, but when it comes to graphics, I freaking love AI. When it comes to graphics and building, videos and stuff like that, man, I love it. So,
I mean, dude, it looks great. It looks like that's your real drool and everything.
that's how I'm gonna look in 10 years. Okay, I got at least 10 more years. Okay, so yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. That's so awesome, dude. I'm glad you won, Cyborg. You know, I always like to see somebody win that, I feel like deserves the victory. And I know you put in a lot of work for these pools and stuff that you do and don't always get the tips or the credit you deserve. So I'm glad you got yourself a victory here on a Monday afternoon with us, and we can move you forward into another one of these leagues. So let's talk a little bit real quick before we get out of here, guys. Thursday, we're going to do another live show Thursday. We're going to have another live draft. Dan, if he can make it, he's welcome.
Oh, yeah. I'll be there.
Here. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. It's always a good time when we do these live
and
drafts.
if you thought this was crazy, just wait till Thursday.
Right. Yeah. We go a lot crazier. And
we go a lot crazier. I'm just saying, this is kind of PG-13. We going R-rated Thursday. Okay. I'm just saying,
Yeah, Dan, that's why you should show up on Thursday too, because
I don't know if you should be telling me to be R-rated because I was PG tonight.
Come on, man, join us, man.
He's gonna show up R-rated, nothing but nipple tassels.
Hey,
and then he's just gonna sit there.
You know what? I will twirl those things all around, buddy. Don't think I won't. You guys will all be throwing singles at the camera. Don't think you won't, buddy.
Oh, I love it. I love it. That's so good.
Oh,
man.
boys.
All
hey, it was fun. It was fun. We had a good time.
Absolutely.
Come on. It was good
great
stuff.
time, yeah.
It really was, man. I know we drug on quite a long time, but we're gonna do a better job in the
Everybody
future.
saw my metamorphosis. When I came on, I was fairly sober. When I first came on, I was fairly sober. And as time progressed,
as a man from New York, it was lovely to see a man from Texas who's a nice, gentle, humble guy be like, "That's a shit team. I don't like them." It was wonderful. Just fantastic. Yeah, good time.
Oh, I love it, man.
Good time.
And that time also where I'm looking straight at the camera, actively listening.
Yes.
And missed something and made a comment about it seconds later and like, yeah, that's what we already do. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
man, I was trying to listen.
I don't know if we've talked.
I swear to God, I was listening and I totally blanked.
I just thought it was so funny that you literally brought it up like right after I said that. I was like, and he's got 2 first-round picks. He can make some moves with them and do this and that. And this,
I don't
that,
know.
And you go, but now we have to talk about his first-round picks.
Looking straight in the camera the whole time, right? I'm listening, and I wasn't.
It was good. It was a highlight. You highlighted the first-round picks. I appreciate
it. But that's what we love about you, doggy. You bring that type of energy that is so infectious. We all just start phasing out.
Absolutely.
So great.
Thanks.
Dude, you're awesome, man. Thank you for being here, doggy.
Oh, God.
Guys, if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel, subscribe to Cyborg's channel, subscribe to DJ's channel. Just subscribe to everybody's channel. Go out there like Oprah. You get a subscription. You get a subscription. You get a subscription. just go out there and have fun with it. But, thanks a lot for joining us today. Thursday, 5:30 p.m. on the West Coast, 8:30 p.m. on the East Coast is going to be our live draft. We have 2 more spots left for that. If anybody wants to get in, you know how to do that through our pool. Feel free to reach out to me on Sleeper. If you don't have access to our pool yet, I'll shoot you the link. Trader Clem, it's easy to find me there. Thank you so much, Dan.
And happy Memorial Day weekend, everyone. Remember why we're all here. Honor those that gave their life for us. Okay, man.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
100%. Thank you so much, everybody out there who's in the service, has and or was, whatever it is. I think what do they say? Once, always kind of a situation. So thank you guys so much for everything you guys do out there. We appreciate you. Stay safe. And for myself, Sean, my buddy Cyborg, and my co-host Dan, replacing Scott, we are
out. Go next.
Out of here.